Hi.
Hey, we're live doing the off-topic podcast. You know, it's number whatever the hell it is. I'm your host, Michael. Joining me this week, we've got Lindsay, we've got Bernie's back, we've got Jack, Alfredo, and Gavin. Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's a good pour, Bernie.
It's weird that Bernie's here.
You should be ashamed of that.
It's outrageous, is what it is.
That's a Gavin pour.
I don't know what to do with my
cider?
hands now.
This episode's
What do we have
sponsored
back
by Movement Watches,
Oh, that's a good timing.
MeUndies, and Audible. Bink, bink, bink.
Listen to your watch in your underwear.
Yeah,
So I'm here for one specific reason.
yeah. You're waiting for
I
the broadcast
have to go to
start.
lunch.
Yeah.
But I wanted to tell you something.
Me.
And I would normally save it for our podcast. No offense, guys. But I don't know if the timeliness of this, I don't think it's going to work.
Oh, man.
Maude Garrett is here. Maude Garrett's an Australian host. She does Geek Bomb and other stuff. She was on SourceFed. So I was walking around and I saw Maddie, our intern, who we've had on before.
Also Australian.
And let's be honest, she's kind of a deviant, right? Right? Because she told me about how she lied to get her job here. I'm like, why the fuck would you tell me that? She,
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I'm in. You can't do anything now.
She lied her application, said she had a car. And I offered her a ride one day. And she said, oh, no, I'm fine, because it was in front of Will and Jessica. She goes, no, I'm great. I don't need a ride. And then when I was in the parking lot, she comes running out. And she goes, I need a ride. I go, oh, I'm sorry. I misunderstood. She goes, oh, no, I lied on my application and said I had a car because that was required for the position. I was like, why would you tell me that?
She gets called to go and pick stuff up for shoes, and she'll just Uber from place to place, like loading up people's cars with, like, strangers' cars, all these supplies for shoes. And
Yeah,
then
like
arrives,
lumber.
hey, I just drove all this stuff in.
That hustle.
Weird.
Yeah.
So we're walking across the parking lot, and I'm with Maude. And I see Maddie coming. I think, oh, here's another Australian. They'd like to meet each other, because, of course, why not?
She's
right?
not Australian.
Who isn't?
I thought you were
saying
lying
she
about her
lied- she
being
lied
Australian.
again.
I thought that was the big reveal.
Bernie's like, what?
I'm very excited.
I'm a little bit behind. I'm just the story's so crazy. So they're sitting there talking and they're getting along great, and I can't help but notice Maddie's got like a cut on her eye and a split lip. And so they're chatting, and there's no gap in the conversation because come on. And I said, hold on a second. I go, Maddie, tell me about the face. What's happened? And she goes, oh, I got in a fight. I was like, you got in a fight? Like a fist fight? And she said, yeah. And then she goes on to explain that her sorority once a year gets together and they all just beat the shit out of each other.
Where was this party when I was in college? I want to join
I'll
this.
slack her. I'm gonna send her over. She's got to explain this to you guys.
It's awesome.
That sounds
I'm afraid
awesome.
she's gonna heal by Monday. And
As
she
long
won't
as
be
it's
able.
consensual.
I'm afraid she's going to heal. No, we need your blood now.
But yeah, but she was explaining like they air their grievances to each other. It sounds kind of
like
like
Festivus.
Yeah, it sounds like
Violent
Festivus.
Festivus.
So they're like pulling hair and like smacking faces.
Apparently,
Damn.
it's just full on like she sucker punched.
So she got lamped in the face?
Yeah.
Sounds like a slow-mo guys
It's like
episode. You should film that shit.
Oh, it's every year you say. I'll be there next year.
There you go.
I
There's a little camera.
I
I'm
have a
gonna slack her.
feeling
I'll send her
that's
over.
something Jeremy put a fucking wig on for. All right, come here, ladies, and he's just knocking out women.
He'll get his chance because I have to fight Jeremy today. I said I would.
You don't have to.
I have to
Do
fight
it.
Jeremy.
No, she has to.
I'm fighting him.
She woke
I
up.
don't even know what this is, but
Hey, thanks. She
Wow,
woke
that's
up.
an expensive drink you
It,
bought.
you know, he tips every so often.
Classy.
So
It's a Bernie special.
it builds up.
Yeah.
That would be like the Burly Brawl in the second Matrix movie if Jeremy was in the middle fighting hundreds of
Me?
sorority girls.
Oh.
Well,
Yes.
you'd probably win.
No, that would be evenly
Do
matched.
you think I'd win against Jeremy? I don't think so. Jeremy
Man,
kicked
I
the
don't
shit
know.
out of me.
I don't know that
I'd
you
I'll still
would.
fight
punch
him.
Michael in
Yeah.
really hard.
Yeah.
When? What about
All
you?
the time.
Extend your arm.
The more she's got in her.
If
No.
it's like
The
swim
feistier
bevs,
she
and
gets.
then
Yup.
he'd be like, "Buff," and he's
Full
like,
of shit.
Swimmy Babs is like,
You're full
come
of
here.
shit. You're the one that gets drunk in the pool and you're like, Michael, wrestle me.
I'm not
Let's
saying I don't
wrestle.
do it.
Yeah, but Gavin's having a laugh. Lindsay gets violent.
Like-
Also, Gavin fronts when he gets drunk. Like when he leans in, he goes, "I'll kill you. I'll kill you." And he
I'll
says
try and
that.
square up, make myself big like a cat, and be like, "I'm gonna take you."
He does that a lot. He'll be like, "All right, Marco, let's fight."
And then usually at that point,
it's
in the
comical.
pool, I'll blink and Michael's flipped me upside down and is like
Yeah.
dunking my head into the surface of the, or then to the bottom.
Now-
of the
Lindsay, on the other hand, I'm just like, ah, and I turn around and she's like, oh, did you get? She just wails me and walks away. There's no
come on.
cheekiness. There's no fun there. It's just like, I hit you, loser.
the question is, should I get drunk at Let's Play Spring Break?
Absolutely.
Yes.
What do you think
Absolutely.
we're all gonna
Yes.
say? Of course.
I got drunk during Let's Play Reunion.
It was super
Had a
swell.
great time.
Yeah.
Great.
Do we have a pool too? Because we have
fucking better.
we have the ocean and we
Go
have
to
a pool.
LA.
We have the ocean.
I would rather be drunk in
world's
a
got the biggest
pool
pool.
than an ocean. Because you get
Easy
drunk
to
in an
fish you
ocean,
out of the
yeah,
pool.
exactly.
I want to
So-
meet this drunk Jack. I've
Jax
met.
is floating.
Jack, stop going out.
I'm like, I love everyone.
Well, love the ocean. I'm gonna go to the bottom and hug it.
Oh, a stingray! I love stingrays.
Buddy, goodness. I've met like Bev Jack, especially in when we were in Germany together. You were being Bevy, but never like
Yeah.
fucked up
Bevy Jack was Jack and Gavin eating, leading
Yeah.
the tramping asparagus.
Yeah, white
that
asparagus,
was Bevy
yeah,
Jack.
yeah.
Wasted Jack was Reunion.
Yeah.
That was a different Jack.
One thing I'm very excited about. We should talk about Let's Play. That's like next week, right?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
It's 2 weeks.
no,
2
it's
weeks.
2
2
weeks.
weeks. Sorry.
Say, oh.
Yeah, that's
2
right. A week
weeks.
after.
Is it on a Friday or a Saturday?
Hey, look at that. We have a graphic for it. Right above me there.
It's 2 weeks from today.
It's going to be a 12-hour live stream,
It's
March
gonna
30th,
be, May.
starting at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. That was just me knowing that off the top of my head, not reading it off
which
the
is,
the
which is
chyron
actually
there.
noon.
Noon
when
for
Off
Central.
Topic usually starts. I think what we're gonna try and do is start it early.
Oh, okay.
2 weeks from now, because we're gonna have to pre-tape it, because we'll be there. The plan that Trevor was telling me is they're gonna try and air this early, so it's not.
Oh, okay. So it's not overlapping.
It makes
All
no
right.
sense. Yeah, I think they're gonna 2 weeks from now. We're gonna try and air Off Topic maybe like 10 o'clock Central, so it ends and then goes right into the reunion.
Okay.
Why is Funhouse?
Or we won't. I don't know why Funhouse is there. I got no idea.
They're like right in front.
Hey, look who's back! Look who's back! It's
They're a geek crew.
Oh, dude, he's
Little
back
Lupe.
in a big way.
Just Google Little Lupe and just read all about this character.
Followed by
here.
2 rebroadcasts.
I was gonna say he has
so
a
if you
son
don't catch
now.
it,
Yeah, little Lupe, a legitimate kid.
Lupe and not Lewis. Like Lewis loves being in shit.
Lewis.
I don't know
Yeah,
because
he
We
was.
can't
Lewis
not
isn't
have
the
him in
voice.
videos.
I'm amazed he's not here right now.
We went out to sushi yesterday, and Lewis was like, "Oh, don't worry, I'll treat you guys. Don't worry, Sweet Lou's taking you guys out." I was
Sweet
like, "What
Lou.
the fuck?"
Is that your new
That's what he
name?
called himself?
Sweet
Sweet
Lou.
Lou?
Sweet Lou.
Sounds like
I was like, that sounds like a. That's what I'm saying. That sounds like a pimp name.
Yeah, that's you're his bitch.
Yeah, the big,
Trevor and I are his
furry
bitches,
purple
and he
hat.
took us
Oh, of
out.
course it was you and
Sweet
Trevor.
Lou treats me good.
2 for 1.
So can I tell you a spoiler about the Let's Play Spring Break that I'm very excited for?
I mean, I don't care. I'm gonna be there.
I guess the audience. So we're having everybody there. It's like, we got Sugar Pine 7 there, we got Funhouse, Couch Hop, everybody's there. James from Sugar Pine 7, the one of the many Jameses of the Let's Play Network, he's actually a big fan of Lego. They did a video on Lego, and so at RTX Australia, there was a Lego convention going on, and I ended up going to it just during a little 30-minute window I had. And he was like, "Oh my God, that sounds cool." And so I'm buying some Lego sets and bringing them to Let's Play Spring Break to get drunk and build Lego. I'm very excited by
A
that.
little kitty corner with drunk.
Kitty corner, we're gonna be
Drunk
drinking
Jack
and building Lego. That's
Lego.
awesome.
It's just gonna be. It's nothing but
Adult
like
building
a
Lego.
fake cloud and then Legos behind it.
It's only a matter of time until
awesome.
people wrestle in the
It's gonna be
Legos.
like a half-built Lego house with vomit down there.
James is gonna be.
It's gonna be
vaping,
fun. I'm
Jack's
very
gonna be
looking-
fucking
You
throwing
guys,
up.
someone's got to take off their clothes and wrestle in the Legos.
Oh, I mean,
I'll let someone else do that.
Jeremy, you can't stop Jeremy from wrestling somebody. Okay, someone's gonna get wrestled.
And we're not building a giant Lego set. It's gonna be like a smaller one that you can build like an hour.
It's a 12-piece set, so it's not gonna take very long.
So it's not
It's a
gonna be my
Lego
entire
tower
time
It's
there.
5 blocks.
We should have a designated Lego vomit area, like where if you need to vomit, throw up, you vomit into like a tower made from Lego, and then it runs down and like bursts out the front.
That is
door.
the worst
a
idea
pipe.
I've ever heard.
I like it.
What?
It's
Are you
horrible.
serious? That's a great idea.
That's like a reverse beer bong. It's like beer comes out. Hey, also we're doing the
I was myself gag describing it.
RT live. What's it called? Rooster Teeth TV today. Yeah, that's live. So if you're watching this, you might be watching us for the first time ever.
It's
live.
like a
Hi.
TV where the shit just changes for you.
Yeah, it's like there's content just randomly being put up on a stream and then cut in with live podcasts and stuff, like what I pitched 3 years ago.
Yeah, but did you call it Rooster Teeth TV?
Yeah,
probably
you
didn't.
didn't have the name. You probably called it like Lego.
Yeah, it was probably
Jack
like
TV.
it was like Lego Jack Vom TV, which might have been better. I don't know. That's its own channel.
We're airing grievances here on Off Topic.
Yeah, are we?
Google is
We
just
gonna
helping
fight?
me answer
Are
my
we gonna do this?
questions.
You gonna fight?
I'll tell you what else we have. So we've got an assortment of
Oh yeah,
interesting
we got some
drinks
ecto
here.
cooler here.
So tomorrow,
Antifreeze.
tomorrow's St. Patrick's
Told you
Day,
here.
as you might be aware. Hang on, Nick. Okay. He wants you to go off, Gavin.
Oh, bye, Gavin.
Nicholas is
Bye.
pulling you
Trouble.
off to tell you something like you suck or something. Oh, dude, I don't know. I think Gav's getting
like-
slit right
That's
now.
the end of
Yeah,
Gavin.
One
Yeah,
of
and
the
there he
mugs
goes.
have cyanide in
Bye,
them.
Gav.
Bye,
All right.
Gavin. It was
So,
nice.
That's
so, bye. In
Last
honor-
time we ever saw Gavin.
I don't know what's happening. In honor
Why is
of
there
St.
ice here?
Patrick's Day, what's that?
Oh no.
Is ice for the
Refreshing
drinks?
drink.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I think some of them are warm. Well, they're cold-ish. But the community, that their Rooster Teeth community, came up with a couple of drinks for St. Patrick's Day, so we figured we'd try a couple. What I've got here in this picture, I've got the Off-Topic Tequila by Tudor. Shout out to Tudor. This contains tequila, vodka, Coke, and lemonade. Over here we have the Achievement Hunter, which is Mountain Dew and green apple vodka,
I'm going for that one.
which seems pretty swell.
By Derpa.
I think, is that the...
That's that
the
one.
Juan Heart of a Hero?
Juan.
Amaretto, sweet and sour. I'm not sure what that is.
Some sweet, some sour.
And OJ, oh, sorry, shit.
Oh,
the
shit.
the
Good
Achievement
stuff.
Hunters
There it goes.
by, sorry, what was
Like
it?
Blabra?
I said Derpra.
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 I think it's how it's pronounced.
That's,
It's
I went,
Derpra.
The one
Also,
is
why does
by...
Alfredo have the one?
What the hell does this say?
That's what I'm saying.
Little
Like,
Lil.
on
Little
purpose.
6'8".
Little
Almost
Lil
told to sit
6'8", and then we've got the Canadian Pun, which is a
That's
white
pungent.
Russian with syrup, created by
some
no
of
one
this.
apparently, because there's no name on it.
Russians made it.
Yeah,
Happens
I'm
to
guessing
that.
Barbara. Are you okay?
I have a mic on now.
Hey!
Oh, so
Yeah.
no one heard anything you said? Is that what it was? They were fucking with us. By the way, while we're late for once, it's not our fault. Broadcast fucked it all up. We were here on time.
I'm confused what that
they were
mic's
like,
for.
they were fucking around for
I was
like
gonna say,
10
what makes
minutes.
they can hear me,
So
but
spoiler,
it's like
we have a
right.
microphone right here, a microphone right there, and then one way the fuck over there.
They were like,
And one here
they were like, oh shit,
What is
the podcast is today. We gotta mic this? That ain't
It's the
never
guest
happened
mic.
before.
So I'm just gonna be here for the rest of the show if you
He's
guys are.
inspired. He's
Do I
deaf.
sound all right out there in chat?
But anywho, I'm gonna try this tequila.
Gavin.
Off-topic tequila. I'm hoping it's kind of like a Long Island iced tea.
Can I drink this yet?
Oh, yeah, I went through them all.
That sounded
Did you bash your knee? What was
What
that?
did you hit?
I hit my Achilles on the fucking bar.
How?
I don't know.
bar's
Just like
behind
to
you.
sit.
Jack's,
I- like,
I
I
was,
was
Jack's new, so he doesn't quite know that's
He
there
kicked his
yet.
leg like a horse.
Oh,
Backwards.
I just whip my feet back whenever I walk around.
That's some.
Michael, I got you a mug here, dude.
What's that?
I got you a mug already.
Oh, I already
Thanks in it.
had one.
People taking themselves out.
Jack, I'll
I
take
thought
it.
that was my
All right.
mug.
Oh, well, there you go. Lindsay, that was for you.
Canadian one was from Boxless.
The Canadian one is from
The
Boxless.
Canadian pun.
Jack got Michael Lindsay's
That's fine.
glass.
The Canadian pun, yeah, this is
worry about
Boxless.
Hey, Alfredo, I got you a cup.
Hey, thanks, Gavin.
Hey, that works.
Table's still kind of sticky.
Appreciate that
Where's
one.
the fucking
Okay,
tip
gotta-
jar? Where the fuck is
Gotta help
that?
my fellas.
Where'd it go?
Right there.
Right over there?
By the weird shot thing.
I'm just not giving
my
his
old
money
team.
back. Fuck it. It's too
Alfredo.
much work to go give Bernie his money back. I'm just taking it.
Alfredo, how are you enjoying the new desk setup at the office?
Oh, it's awesome.
Because you're sandwiched between me and Trevor, and I feel like you're getting a heavy dose of Lindsay. And
I am. You
It's
sent me
awesome.
this
What the fuck
like,
does that smell?
like goofy video
This.
earlier.
It smells like popcorn.
It smells-
I don't know why I'm getting popcorn. Am I
guess
having a
so.
stroke?
Yeah, I think you might be having a
Yeah.
stroke.
Smell
You
it.
taste
That's
metal?
not
You
good.
taste like nickel?
What do you do when someone has a
test
stroke? You kick.
I know, yeah.
Right?
Oh, that's gonna spill.
The table really grips.
Yeah,
Need help?
doesn't want to let go.
Want some crack hand help?
No, that's the last thing I want.
Oh, can we talk about what happened, Lindsay?
Yeah.
Before we walked into the building, went to the restroom, walked out. Lindsay's just before I went into the restroom outside, Lindsay was standing there. So I walked in, went to the restroom, came back out. Lindsay's still standing there. I'm thinking she's just there because she wants to be there.
I was waiting on Michael.
So I'm standing there and she just randomly goes meow 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 meow. Let me in. I'm like, what? What does that mean?
Nah, that's pretty normal.
Okay. Sure,
that's
let's go.
and it worked.
I
Thank
thought
you.
she was there by choice, but
I was waiting for Michael, but then you showed up and was like, oh, I have an in. Now
Yeah,
we'll
but
just
then
like.
Jack and like Gavin walked
She
in.
doesn't talk to them,
Ah.
no.
I also.
No, they also wouldn't let me in.
I also heard Lindsay explain swimmies to Alfredo.
Oh,
She just
yeah.
did it in
Yeah,
like a really weird way. Where it's
Like
like
everything?
She's like,
is
"You ready
everything
for
in a weird way?
swimmies?"
Because this is like, it was like first year swimmies this year, and Alfredo's like, huh, swimmies? He's like, swimmies. That's swimmies.
Like, surely you've heard of
We
swimmies.
we do some swimming. We do swimmies. And Alfredo's like, I was like, what is this? Like, I was like, at some point you're gonna say that like we just get in a swimming pool and have drinks, and that's like.
Also, we're not gonna do it. I don't know what the fuck she's talking about.
There's
We
no
haven't- we haven't
apartment
done-
complex
we haven't done-
anymore.
Well, not only, dude, I have a better pool than ever in my house,
yeah.
but I've been there 3 years and I haven't
We
been
gotta
there
take
once.
Iris.
Look,
It's not gonna
this
happen.
is the
Iris isn't
year.
swimmies. They're gonna take Iris to get hammered at the pool.
She could be like the bartender.
I'm
She's like
drinking
serving
this
drinks to
baby.
everyone.
I'm in the Michael corner with Jack.
We used to have the baby.
And
Now
then
we'll have
the
a baby.
baby.
Can you think we can fit her in the thing and slowly dispense her?
There's someone over there.
Oh, we have Fight Club over there.
The devil.
Yeah, she could come out swinging. Oh, she's threw away a full drink.
Oh, no.
Damn, that's
Devil? Is the devil over there?
Well, look at her horns.
Bernie made me wear
You are beat up.
Oh, wow.
Goodness.
Jesus
yeah, no
Christ.
kidding. We're joking.
She's got legit scars.
Woof.
Good
So is that from someone's fist, or were they like smashing
With a
your
headbutt?
head into the
It's
ground?
like nails.
Woof.
That's even worse.
Yeah.
That's not even fighting.
quite
These
dirty.
don't make any sense.
Yeah.
Frats do the same shit.
Yeah, they do.
But, yeah.
No.
Yes, absolutely.
They all do
100%.
It's more about
shit.
drinking.
I have
Stand
witnessed. It's
outside
all about the
forever till you
drinking.
faint.
So would you say
All
you got
kinds
off
of-
easy with those wounds,
Play with
or
each
like
other's
other people?
buttholes.
People got like their noses bleeding and stuff. I didn't have
How
that.
many dead?
Woof.
Nobody dead.
That
But
they
it's
know
like,
of.
They just don't
It's
report
honestly
it.
kind of good.
No,
'cause
it's
you
not.
like get all of your grievances out in like
You
one
can do
day.
that without hitting people.
Yeah.
See, if I was
Yeah.
in that, and then someone just lamped me and gave me a black eye, I'd probably be more annoyed at them.
No, you'd be
after
really
that.
happy and you'd walk away. and
Like,
be
I'm glad we cleared this up.
Man,
I mean, like, I have that mentality for sports, but that's like sports. You can do that, but you have rules. Like, don't kill anybody, but
There's,
you can
like-
kind of fuck them up a little bit.
They do count down. Like there's like a time.
Okay, cool.
Oh, they got.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
5.
All right, enough. Break it up. Break it up.
And it can't be too savage.
I have a feeling.
It's like hockey
now,
rules. If they hit the ice, it's you gotta stop.
Yeah.
Is it more of like a free for all, or you got people going after each other like the Purge?
Is it like Fight Club?
I've been waiting for you.
Yeah. There's some people that are like, I had a fight with you like 6 months ago. Like let's just get it
Right
out.
now.
Is it so? It's like
Oh,
Fight Club. Like if you're like the middle of the ring and there's like people around like chanting and screaming, or is
Yeah,
it?
It's
kinda
just
like that.
everyone
But then
going
there's
nuts
still
at
a couple
once.
fights going on at the same time. Like
Shit.
yeah.
This was like an Irish wake, basically.
So-
It's like people beating the shit out.
I
of
have a
each other,
feeling
right?
like if we did that in Achievement Hunter, everybody would just beat the shit out of Gavin. It would just turn into like 14 people kicking
Bad
him.
day.
I'd come up.
I don't know.
just everyone would turn.
I have
face
an
him
idea
and
it'd be
just
me and
go
Jeremy
on.
looking at each other, and then I'd be like. And then Jeremy would just run at him.
I feel like in the middle of that, Ryan would just look at me. He's like, "Explain while doing," and then
Yeah, there you go.
No, I feel
situation
like
right now.
Ryan would just take 2 knives and sit in the corner like this,
Waiting.
and he would just sit there.
You're
By
not
his
allowed
side.
to use
Like,
objects
"Leave me
though. That's the thing. Like, you can't like.
Can you spit?
Well, yeah.
Yes, there were definitely. Some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can spit.
So,
What kind of
are you
stupid
allowed to
question is
opt
that?
out if you don't want to
Kinda like a
get
warfare.
your face smashed?
Biological
I
warfare.
think so. Yeah, there are probably some people there. That just,
You can opt out, but if you do, they beat the shit out of you.
You can't leave
Two
the
for
house
clinching.
though.
You can't leave the house.
It's a lock-in, so they lock everyone in overnight.
And they blast the
It is. It's the
music.
purge,
Yeah.
isn't it? It's like the purge in a house.
I haven't slept all night. Like
Fuck.
I've been
Well,
up
no,
all
because
night.
you were concussed. You'd be dead.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
you went to sleep.
this is
That's it.
100% a movie in 3 years.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Like,
go to sleep, you might not wake up. It's probably good that you didn't fall asleep.
So like you wait, so you go to the house like normal. You have chopped dinner like normal. You like have the meeting or whatever. But like it's a special day, so then like you stay and like you hang out and watch movies, whatever. And then after a
doesn't make
while,
any
they
sense.
start like people start like they do like it's a good way for like seniors and stuff. Like they have PowerPoints for all the embarrassing stuff you did this semester. It escalates and people talk about the fights they had. And
So you have
then
a roast
people
first.
yeah, it's a roast.
Okay.
Yeah, totally. And then it's like. Okay, well, who was angry at who this semester? Like, what happened? Like, everyone talk about it. Like, and then it ends. No one ever just talks about it. It always ends up being a fight. Like, yeah. And so then someone was having a go at my friend. No one had any problem with me because like.
It looks
I
like
mean, it looked like
No, but
somebody
then
did.
I got because they were having a go at my friend. So then I was like, no, and then yeah.
Hopping on
You
in.
hit my friend, you bitch.
I like the idea that y'all hang out and watch a movie beforehand, and
Yeah.
you're watching like something laughing. You're like, hey, I'm gonna beat the fucking shit out of you.
Yeah,
Like,
but someone's like cooking dinner and doing
better
stretches,
enjoy
like
this
getting
movie
ready.
now.
Yeah.
What's the movie? Do you watch like
Sharpening a
RoboCop?
knife.
Like, are you watching something where it's like you
I'm
just
watching like
That's
Iron Man
Cinderella,
or
yeah.
something.
Iron Man?
Yeah. But then like
Princess Bride.
you're up all night. You fight like people.
Princess
goes
Diaries.
over
You're
the
up
wild-
all night and you fight like so casually.
Up all
So
night to
casual.
get fight.
And none of
Up all night to get fighty.
a normal thing.
Yeah,
And then in the
no,
morning,
it's-
you all
this is why
have
America
breakfast together.
sucks.
You all have breakfast together, and it's like,
Yeah, there's blood in your cereal.
Yeah,
Great.
Right.
And
in a
your
full English and
stools.
bread and blood.
yeah.
Is anyone else shitting blood this morning?
It sounds like an anime, is what it sounds like. Like we all fight each other, but we're still
get you.
best
Well, it's
friends.
true. It is out of
That's
school,
the
so
trope.
it's
Did
an
anyone
anime.
film it?
I mean, there's security cameras inside. So
Security guards
Those
like.
are just purely insurance purposes for.
But no one thought, you know, we could
Try it
make
again.
some money
Did you know who
Yeah,
fucking
I mean,
loves
like,
it?
it says in a YouTube
The
channel.
fucking security
know.
guards. They're all eating fucking popcorn while like, oh,
They got bets. They got bets going. And everything.
dude, they're selling tickets.
Hell,
It's like everybody's crowded
Yeah,
around
I'm
the
thinking
fucking
we could get
monitor.
this shit sponsored next
Yeah,
year.
yeah, absolutely.
Some
We can get a
top
ring.
sponsors.
Do you have
I'll
like,
film
is there an
Instagram.
announcer? Do you have someone emceeing it? Jack's a great MC.
I can do it. I can totally be that
There
guy.
was definitely
And
people
in this
who-
corner,
I can ref this
I'd be
shit.
worried about internal damage too. Like you guys
Nah.
should
The
go,
blonde
"Oh,
from
get
Econ."
blood."
You go sleep, you wake up,
been
you
2 weeks,
realize
still
there's
happening.
there's no damage.
It was just bad afterwards. Like we all cleared away to like clean
Sure,
it up.
'cause you were all
Put the
bloody.
tables back for breakfast.
clean
and
it
there's,
up,
like,
just
hair
mop up the
on
blood.
the floor. There's just like hair.
Oh, like
Brutal.
clumps of
Clumps of
hair.
hair. And I was just like,
Brutal.
Man.
So your daughter's never going to college, right?
Yeah.
I mean, she could end, but just not.
Extensions all
No, we're
over
gonna
the
start
place.
training early.
fake nails on the ground.
I didn't know anyone when I moved here, so I thought it'd be a good idea.
You know what the problem is in America? Video games.
Yeah.
That's the
right.
problem.
Yeah.
That's
It's
video
all-
games.
Video games.
Too many violent video games while people are in college beating the fucking shit out of each other, going like, it's great.
But I swear frats do that like every week.
They're not
But they
smart
drink
either.
I agree with
Yeah.
her. There's no sexual
Well, I mean,
difference here.
they
It's
do
all
it
just
okay. They do it too, so
violence.
it's
Yeah.
very clearly
Everyone
fine.
beats the
We're not
shit out of
saying it's okay,
everybody.
Jack, but it's equal.
Here's what we know. It's not equal yet. Here's what we need some men and women beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, we
then
should
it'll
co-ed
be
fight.
equal.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
it's equal. Okay, we'll get like a weight class going.
Yeah.
So is that
Let's
what
just-
every frat and sorority is like? Just beating the shit out of each other?
No, they all
Like brothers
they
under
all do
Christ, you think they just
something
go at
weird.
each other?
That's
And,
like the most extreme I've ever
Yeah.
heard.
I mean, I saw nerds lambda, but there was no fighting. They were all
And
very.
a mega move.
It was about love.
Oh, I mean, they
No
probably
fighting
got like
there.
some really
I saw, like-
hardcore Yu-Gi-Oh tournament.
I did
going
like
on.
saw,
nerd sororities, where it's like, I made a top 40 percentile, so I'd like to be in here, please. And I'm like, hey, good job, you're in.
I watched Neighbors 2. It was all about weed.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
sororities. Like, we gotta get weed. And then
There was some-
Chloe Grace Moretz was trying to
Yeah.
get the weed, but then Seth Rogen, it was like, it's my weed.
Period blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was period blood.
Yeah.
Gross.
I think they also may have beat the shit out of each other at some
That's
point.
true.
think
There
they
was
did.
definitely fighting.
That was like equivalent though. He probably got kicked or punched in the dick at some point. That was probably funny.
But it is a thing that people have been coming up to me and like, did anything happen? Like, do you have a boyfriend or something? Like, something happened? I'm like, no, a girl did it.
That's
oh, okay.
sexist.
Can you
And they're
imagine
like, oh,
though,
okay.
like
They're like, that's fine then.
being the boyfriend, your girlfriend has like cuts and bruises?
Yeah, like, no.
That does not look good no matter
Dude,
where
where
you
is
go.
Michael?
I just don't understand where the line is, right?
but
Because this
then-
is okay because it's a sorority. So then going home, what would it be like? Oh my God, did your boyfriend do that to you? It's like, oh yeah, he did, but I fucked him up too. We beat the shit out of each other. That's how we sort out our differences. It's really good. It helps our relationship. It's healthy and it's normal that we beat the fucking crap out
It'd
of
be
each
just
other.
as fucked up as a woman did it too. I know there are a lot of like same-sex relationships
Yeah.
too. But they're like, no, there's no violence. Like, dude, women can absolutely beat the crap out of their
Oh,
girlfriends.
yeah.
It's not okay.
Totally.
Yeah.
Or it is.
I mean, if you're into that,
Are there
I
any
guess.
hard rules
Fight the
like
power.
no eye
items.
gouging?
No
Yes.
object. Like, you can't like bring in a chair and like.
Sure.
Isn't it?
Oh, that
They're
case.
reasonable. No chairs,
Yeah, there's-
knives,
Isn't
guns.
it
I mean,
nail and objects
tiny
only,
bats, like those little mini bats,
Yeah.
they're fine.
Mini bats,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, mini bats are okay, but full length
What are
bat,
those
no.
Chinese finger traps? You
Hockey
can use
stick,
those?
no.
Yeah.
Dude.
Lacrosse stick, yes.
them in it. How you gonna
Believe it or
fight?
not.
Just-
Yeah. I mean,
It's like, I don't know if you're trying to fight or scissor me. I get the Chinese finger trap. I'm not sure what's happening right now.
Well, you talk about the boyfriend
The
being
fighting
scared
might
about
lead to scissoring.
being accused of stuff. When we were in Australia and we did immersion, I fell on my face and busted my lip and had to get stitches.
Yeah,
we were
you
in the
did.
hospital and the doctors kept looking at Michael like, "The fuck did you do?" And he was like, "No, she slipped on some paint doing an immersion."
I was like, yeah, here's what we were doing. We were playing Space Invaders, but in real life, and there was paint everywhere. And the guy's like, are you high?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I'm telling you, we had like 150 people. They were wearing Space Invader shirts. He's like, we need a drug
Yeah.
test on this guy. He's beating his wife, and he's on fucking meth.
Dude, even if it's not just like scars and stuff, being in public and your significant other is crying, it always looks like you're the reason why. It's bad.
It's bad. Well,
Oh, yeah.
the thing too is like if Lindsay starts crying in public and I don't have anything to do with it, I just start yelling anyway because I'm like, I'm gonna get blamed. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
might as well be like, hey, shut up! Stop whining!
You might as well bring up something you were annoyed about the night before. Be like,
Right.
now's a good time.
Yeah.
She's
Right.
already crying.
Turns out we just walked out of any movie ever. So Lindsay was crying. And it's just like
very
anything.
confused, like, what?
She can find any movie ever to be like,
We just did some swimming.
When
What the
they-
fuck is this swimming?
MacGruber,
when they
you know,
drove
really
away.
sad.
Yeah, that was-
Yeah.
it's gone
when
to
they
the
drove
point where
away. I was like, what?
I look at magazine ads and I start crying. I'm like,
It's like the fucking main character. The door rings. They open the door and there's an old lady and Lindsay's like, oh, that old woman. She rang the doorbell.
Maddie, you have a proper weird life.
I do.
Yeah, and
It's
unfortunately,
sweet,
it sounds like Bernie just outed you. You're gonna get fired.
Yeah, that's true.
Like for
So-
the second time.
Yeah, big liar.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, how
Maybe this
much-
time it'll keep.
Let me ask you, how
Words
much
make
of,
sense now.
take every conversation we've ever had, how much of it was true? How much of it was the truth?
All of it's true.
All of it's true?
Yeah.
So you only lie to, like,
Goes to the high 80s.
it's
your
like
boss.
big fish.
What is? I can't hide. What else could have? I swear I was there last night. Like.
It sounds like you're
Who am I
lying right
covering
now.
for?
I mean, I don't doubt the fight. I was talking about, like,
I
the
ain't trying to
car,
find the word.
having a
Were
car
you
thing.
playing Space Invaders too?
I wish. Honestly, at some point it got kind of boring because everyone else was fighting. I'm just standing there like, and they're all the younger people, so I don't know what they're
Like an
fighting
orgy,
about.
like when you've done everything you
Yeah,
can,
you're
just
just
watching,
watching.
and it's like,
But then there were people
There's a
fighting.
nice way to keep
camera.
it. When you've done everything you can.
It's better when you know what
An
they're
orgy.
fighting about. Like, you know the backstory and like why
Well, I
they're
put out
fighting.
the sandwiches. I don't. What else
Of
am
course,
I gonna?
Gavin's
walked
the
around
one
my
with the
tray.
orgy. He's like,
Dude,
I can't be bothered.
if I'm ever at an orgy, I'm gonna be like the butler or something. I'm never gonna be
I like you lean
Johnny's
in.
lube.
Got a bunch of people going to town, and you're like, "Hey, you need a drink? No? Okay."
If anyone
Be
wants to
over here.
hire me as an orgy butler, just sort of like walk around with
orgy.
You're
lube.
like the
That would be
Robin
the
Mean
most
Girls.
interesting
Like,
story
he's
ever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, have you ever been to an
Yeah.
orgy? Yes, but I did not participate. It's like,
wear, like,
Yeah, I
what?
just worked there.
I was
wear like
working
a
it.
cling film wrapped tuxedo, just so I don't get.
Funny enough,
Lucky.
too, I think it was maybe a year ago, I had a dream that I was at a really raving house party, and I was like, man, I don't want to be here. This is too much. I'm just not feeling it. And I walked to a back room, and Gavin's there by himself
You
on a
have
beanbag.
to stop dreaming about me.
And I was like,
Christ, this
yeah,
was so
dude.
weird.
Dreams on everybody. It's weirdo. Weirdo.
I imagine Gavin be the one to kill the orgy. Like in the middle of serving food, you just go, ew. Like the whole orgy.
Say
would-
I'll be there like,
something
oh, fuck,
offensive,
my
yeah.
hors d'oeuvres. I'm like,
Like, Gavin would walk in an orgy going,
Fun
well, that
fact.
wouldn't smell great.
Fun fact. You know who
Smell it
recently
coming
passed
here.
away that loved orgies?
Oh, let me guess. I don't even know. Who.
I thought I was gonna say Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking.
Wait, what? Really?
Yeah, he would go to orgies and stuff, and they would like put him on the bed next to people, and he would just like bounce around
That's
and just enjoy it.
fine.
Fuck,
Because I mean,
that's
like, because he couldn't do anything sexual really, like, and so he would just kind of be around.
What if
orgies
they
and
like
stuff.
bumped him too much and he like rolled over and suffocated?
Oh, then I'm
Well,
sure.
I mean, I guess it
he
didn't
would have died
happen,
happy.
so.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, how do you think he died?
Didn't he get like beaten by his wife at one point? Or something
I
like
don't
that?
know
It-
about
it was
that.
his-
Allegedly something
Nurse,
happened.
I think, yeah. It wasn't his wife.
Oh yeah, it was like some woman who was like
It was
slapping him and
awful.
stuff.
She was a right cunt.
There are all these
Yeah.
videos coming out right now of like people get like with home carers and like them
It's
just
terrible.
treating them like awful, just like throwing them around.
That's why
and,
you
like,
get fucking cameras.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
be beating like
I've-
old people and kids.
People
I've
be
unfortunately
beating people.
visited a lot of nursing
Apparently, yeah.
homes, and that seems
Yeah.
to be
I
the
wonder
trend.
where we get it
Yeah,
from.
jeez.
And there's like one where they actually had the whole thing on video, and like the daughter comes home like while it's still recording, is like, you need to go, like I've been filming this, and the lady's just like, okay, and just like just acts like totally normal, and it's just like,
Like,
what
alright.
the fuck?
Was she one of your sorority sisters? Like, okay.
No.
If you are mean to an old person, I will kill you.
But yeah. Even if you're old.
It's a straight up
Straight
threat
up.
right there.
But yeah, the whole point of it is so that you air your grievances, so that when you go out in the professional world and you graduate, there's no beef. Like, you're all sisters, you sorted it out.
Yeah, but that doesn't
That's
apply
not
to
how
the
that
Yeah,
real
it doesn't
world.
apply
Like,
at
that's
all.
not
So
a
it's
skill.
like,
Yeah.
so I love getting to the point later in the real world. It's like you're at your corporate job. And you're like, listen, Pete, I know we got some like issues at work, and we just want to get everything under the bridge.
know,
You want to
it's
just beat the
just-
shit out of each other
Yeah.
after work today? We'll meet out in the
There's
parking
just,
lot and just like fuck me
there's-
up and pull my hair.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
like,
understand
if you
that
stop my
logic.
call time like 3 hours too early, and then I'm like,
Wait
Maddie,
around.
Yeah,
let's go,
that's
come
it.
on.
You
I
fucked
just
me
have a
over.
do it in the
disagreement
real
with
world.
you, and I'm gonna tell you
no
about it with my
sense.
knuckles.
But it's
No.
only once a
None
year.
of this makes sense.
Oh, in that case, only
But
once a
then the rest
year.
of the year, you can't be mean.
This
or
is the
rude or-
purge. What you're describing.
Clearly, people are mean and rude because then they fight about it.
And you're just bottling it up
Right.
for the
Yeah.
for a
To me,
year.
that means
So
it's
that's
like
kind
for
of
6
annoying.
months, you're just like this, like.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fucking kill you in 6 months. I can't wait for the day. Then it's over, and you're just like, next year, motherfucker, next year. How is that good? That's crazy. And like,
what if
maybe
it
it's
maybe it
fucking
is good.
stupid.
What if he
Well,
gets
I
slapped
feel-
around? That's not gonna make you any nicer to the
Yeah.
person.
Do you think like
I'm really
like,
glad I had beef with this person, but yesterday she kicked my ass, so now we're good.
There's
Yeah,
always going to
yeah,
be
we're
one
fine.
person taking it way too far as well, like
Oh,
kicking in the
100%.
ribs
Jeremy.
and like elbow
Yeah,
drops.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
There's a Jeremy in there somewhere, whether it's a female Jeremy or Jeremy in disguise.
That was usually me.
Jeremy threw a tiny rubber duck in my eye this morning.
Okay.
And
Like, I've been there for like 15 seconds.
Oh,
we have
man.
like a billion tiny ducks around
Yeah.
the
God, we got one of the most dangerous things we've ever gotten for Awu.
Oh shit, should we get it?
Yes, we should get
no,
it.
we should not.
Jeremy
No,
or
we can't use it
yeah, we
here.
couldn't use it.
How
here.
are we
We
couldn't
gonna
even
use it
display
here?
it.
would destroy something.
Let you make a face. There's no. It's gonna be worthless for this camera. They're not gonna be able to track it.
We'll set up what we'll do. We'll release
We don't have
something.
the
We'll
technology,
see
Michael.
if it registers as like one long streak
From
in one
like
frame.
here to there.
Do you think we could put a
Yeah.
rubber duck through the always open door?
You would like smash.
We should try.
Well, no, we shouldn't.
We should
Yeah,
get
I
the
think
thing
so.
though.
It's not our set.
We should get the thing and see if the Moonball takes
Think
up
of the
more than one
publicity,
frame.
Oh man.
That's not what you say,
This is
Jack.
good, whatever this is. White Russian.
That's
You
the
think
Canadian
you say
punt.
we're promoting Always Open by doing this.
There we
right?
go. Yeah,
Cross
we're
promotion.
talking about here on
That's what you do.
Rooster Teeth TV. Always open. They have a door that we're gonna shatter.
I don't think it's real glass, is it?
Oh yeah, we'll find out.
It's not at all.
way.
Broadcast, we good with that? All right, Michael gave a thumbs up in the back, so we're good. So let's go ahead.
Michael's fault.
If anyone's watching, if Jeremy or Ryan, if you're not, oh, there you go, thumbs up, thumbs up.
Cool.
Yeah.
I saw 10-fingered
So-
Can I go and get it?
Oh, you should. You should and grab some rubber ducks
That is
too.
the
Yeah,
worst.
Some
sure,
ammo.
go for it.
I get the thing.
We can trade out for the guest
Yeah.
who's here.
That's true.
A lovely friend.
But yeah. When Sugar
Bye,
Pine
Kat.
7 were here, they just spat on that always open door, so
Oh, there we go.
you're good. I'm gonna head out, but
Great.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
right,
Go.
have
Try
fun
not to
beating the
kill
shit out of
anybody.
people.
Bye. Be safe. I'd imagine if
She
someone
getting fired.
Hashtag this is not normal.
She's getting fired and arrested.
Yes.
Right, as soon as she leaves.
Yes,
the
exactly.
security's waiting.
If someone
to
would beef
arrest
with
her.
me, I'd just be real crazy. I'd get crazy eyes and be like, come on.
Hi, guys.
Hi there.
Hello.
We've got a lovely guest.
Straight
Hello.
Hi.
Pleasure to meet you.
It's a
Would you-
Gavin upgrade.
It's a Gavin upgrade. Would you like to
Yeah.
introduce yourself to the lovely audience? Here, just pick a camera. It's that one right now.
There we go.
And I got
The red
Camera
one.
four.
Take some time. Take some time to find.
Hi, camera. I'm Patricia Somerset, and yeah, should I go into any more?
What do you do, Patricia Somerset?
I'm an actor and a voice artist, and I do the voice of Zelda, which is why I'm in Austin right now, doing a panel at South by Southwest.
Oh, I thought you were like making a new Zelda game in Austin. I got very excited.
Calm down.
Yeah, holy
You
crap.
still have to play Breath of the Wild.
I've heard of Zelda before.
Yeah, yeah.
I've dabbled in it.
There's also
Says the guy.
one,
This guy
one
right
character you voice that you're leaving out.
Let's
There's
see.
a lot of characters.
Yeah.
He's
Ash
talking
and-
about
Ash and Rainbow
Ash.
Six.
Yeah.
Hey!
Okay.
This guy
Ash
Ash
Rainbow Six, yes.
And Rainbow
eats,
Six.
like, breathes and lives Rainbow Six.
That I do.
Do you
That I
We're
do.
like, oh,
And Ash is my main character.
we're like, Patricia's
So
coming
there's-
You're an
by.
Ash man.
Oh, I know. A
Yeah.
dirty,
To quote him
dirty.
directly, I mentioned you were coming, and he was
Ashman.
like, "So Ash is here?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "Ash is Bay." I was like, Ash is
If you need to fight him after this, you can. Apparently, now's the
Oh
time.
yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
There you go.
Oh,
There you go.
God.
That's fine. No, that's totally on brand. With
That-
this
I mean,
show.
it is
You
on
just want to
brand.
hit him with
It's
anything,
terrifying.
or yeah. So this is just we're just doing a little podcast. We just drink and talk about
You're welcome to
nothing.
any
But
drinks,
yeah,
by
you're
the
welcome
way.
to anything if you'd like.
You're here for the next 2 hours.
Very
so.
no, please,
Buckle in.
whenever you want. This will go on forever.
Goodness.
Yeah, we've got some beer in that one, or if you'd like one of the mixed drinks here.
This is Mountain Dew.
one is-
I was wondering what
Yeah.
that sort of
This is
neon
this is
substance
Mountain
was.
Dew and sweetens. Oh wait, no.
This
Mountain
one's
Dew
actually
and
pretty
green
good,
apple
too.
vodka. It's not bad actually.
This one's kind of
very
like a
tasty.
Long Island iced tea. a
Your
little
ice
bit.
cup?
Nice. I might go for a beer. Wait, is there
There we go.
anything that I can be recommended for in Austin? Do you guys have like microbrews?
What's in the tap right now? It's a Fireman's.
Yeah.
It's Fireman's 4, which is a local.
It's
a
actually
local
really good.
beverage. Yeah.
Is that the one with the rooster
Yeah,
on
it's
it?
the third one from the left.
Oh, no,
that one.
I mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
this happened, but
All right. That's what I'm
show her how you'll pour Alfredo.
Alfredo, please.
I don't know.
beer.
I don't know how to
Yeah.
pour.
Damn it up.
Pour our guest a drink, please.
Okay, I see
Make-
people tilting.
Yeah, there you
That's
go.
how it works.
Now hold the tilt. Don't let up yet.
That's
until you reach
not
almost
bad.
the top.
That's not bad.
There,
That's pretty good. That's you tilted too soon,
It's a little
but
too soon. It's
that's not terrible. I mean, it's
Okay,
better
you're
than a
good.
Gavin
Now you're
job.
too far in.
All right, now you're just pouring foam all over.
Now you're just wrapping your mouth around the faucet.
Why
There's
did
no.
you do that? That's fine.
All right.
There was an effort.
Oh wow.
Lindsay, that was you.
Lindsay just crushed her knee.
I just hit the funny
There
one
we
on my
go.
knee. Oh, that hurts so
Well,
bad.
not funny, was it?
If this was a cappuccino, it would be perfect.
Exactly.
There you go.
Or a Guinness or something.
I like your positivity. You're putting it along really well. That's good. So what have you seen at South by yet? Have you been down there?
So my first day at South by was supposed to be on Wednesday, and I ended up getting a 2.5-hour delay out of Montreal in the morning.
Whoa.
Missed my connection, ended up spending the entire day in Detroit, Michigan at the airport. But I did hear a humanless playing piano for a very long time at the Detroit airport.
That's
pretty
cool.
sweet.
Detroit is actually a really nice airport too. They got that weird rainbow bridge thing you can walk through.
Oh yeah, that Rainbow Bridge
Yeah.
psychedelic thing.
Yeah,
really,
you get to Valhalla on the other side, I think. But
I'm only just beginning though, honestly. Like I have seen very little. Like, the gaming opening for the whole sort of gaming interaction thing, and then that's kind of it. I did a panel, some stuff afterwards. I'm looking forward to tonight. I'm gonna see Bloodfest tonight.
Oh, nice.
actually. I was thinking of doing that. Yeah, do you guys recommend that or anything?
I haven't seen it. I've heard good things.
I don't know if any of us are in it actually. I'm not in it. Are
No.
you? Yeah? No,
No, not in this one.
Great movie.
The fact that we're not in it is a step in the right direction.
Yeah. Well, I'm totally in Laser Team 1 and 2.
Yeah, you are.
And then other than that, yeah, I'm just not in this one. So
No, I think Bloodfest has been doing pretty well itself.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
it had 2 screenings, I think.
yeah, this is the third one. Like, it had an opening night screening last Friday, like a midnight screening last Friday, and then another like kind of public one, and then one tonight as well. So that's
Awesome.
cool. Yeah. Should be
was
fun.
Elizabeth Maxwell is set to be on your panel for Breath of the Wild too?
She's in LA at the moment, but she,
Okay, of course she is. She's back and forth all the time.
Yeah,
Busy.
here.
Goodness.
But I'm going to see her on Saturday, actually. So
That's badass. Nice.
very excited to see her.
Yeah, she's a sweetie, and I know a lot of people.
She's swell.
Well, once she started working with us too, a lot of people didn't realize that she was the Gerudo's, like 2 Gerudo characters in Breath of the Wild. And they're like, oh,
Yeah.
like, whoa, Worlds Connect, that's awesome.
Yeah, I don't
Very
remember
proud
the
of her.
name of the because everybody, I didn't even realize this until she told me this. Like the 4 like Guardian characters, they also play their descendants, like the actors in the present day. I didn't realize that. So
What most people don't know,
yeah,
there's
that-
actually only about 8 voice actors on the planet.
yeah.
So yeah.
If you get in,
It's
that's
like, like Troy Baker, Nolan North.
Fighting Troy Baker, Nolan
Yeah.
North, Laura Bailey,
Yeah.
Jennifer Hale.
Yeah.
You gotta take them out.
Yeah, after that,
That's what you need.
that's the thing. Like,
We'll put him in the
you know,
sorority house.
That's why, like,
yeah.
That's why, like, when Don LaFontaine died, it was like, oh, like there was a scramble to like take his
It's a
spot.
mad-
It was
And
like,
now
oh,
it's the guy that does the theater mode trailer is
Yeah.
actually the new Don LaFontaine.
yeah, exactly. See,
It's great.
The new
'cause we
movie guy.
Probably
Yeah.
couldn't have afforded Don LaFontaine.
Thanks.
yeah, absolutely. God, what in a world could we ever afford Don LaFontaine?
It's true.
So
Being a voice, or I guess like if I can call myself a voice actor.
I think you can.
I think you can call yourself a voice actor.
I don't know if you're allowed to.
Take that, Ruby, you piece of shit.
I mean, I guess it counts, but yeah, like, I
No,
guess
it
like
counts. I
a
mean,
Rooster Teeth member.
I mean, like
first.
5 seasons. I don't know if it counts.
Do you, sure, I'll just call myself that then.
Yeah,
I'm just
thanks.
curious, cool. Knowing that, like, what was the audition process like for a video game? Because I've never done that before, and it seems like it's a really cool, interesting, and kind of different process from like normal voice acting.
Play blue.
Well, like that's not an audition. That
It's
was
true.
like, hey, you're going to do this. Now
Sure.
do it. I'm talking about like coming in and going, oh, I really want this part in a video game. What was it like?
Well, I think they're all so different, I guess, like depending on the company. A lot of times you don't know what you're auditioning for. So that was definitely the case with like Zelda. I didn't know what I was auditioning for when I was doing it. You might have heard that from Elizabeth going in and doing that. Yeah, you tend to like get a script in advance, and it's usually generic, or you don't get anything and you have to sort of improv when you're in there. And I don't know, like for Ubisoft, you often don't know what it is when you go in, and then they have you like direct you into different things, and or you send in an MP3. I tend to improv on my MP3s and say funny things because it sort of gets people's attention.
That's a good
the
idea.
thing I'm doing.
Leave a little nugget for them, like remember me.
Yeah.
Just confess to murders at the end of a recording.
Kind of. Yeah.
You've heard of Zodiac, right? No big deal.
Big fan.
Yeah.
I can't take a drink of this until I cheers everybody.
Thanks for coming.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Austin, South by.
Yeah. Oh, and Gavin too. I mean,
So
never
great.
mind.
What do we have? Where's
I was like, you got the extra chair.
We had one.
It's not there.
Somewhere. Oh,
They got rid of
It's
it.
that green one right there.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it, Gavin. He'll sit wherever.
awesome.
Nobody
Nicholas is on
cares
the
about
case.
him. That's- Please, he's here every day.
There we go. Perfect.
Oh, good.
Beautiful.
Do you want to?
Hi, Gavin.
Okay, looks
I think
good.
we should do this then.
Yeah.
That's
Mike.
worth it.
There we go. Yeah,
Great. Goodness. No, maybe not.
yeah. Good God.
Yeah, I mean, like, you want to get into it, you can
Oh yeah. There we
this
go.
one.
oh, there we go.
Holy
Yes.
Oh,
Lord.
if you want to do that, we did that once. There's a whole lot of straws.
Yeah, that was the whole thing.
There's some chairs.
Hey, there we go.
They brought 2 for some reason. I don't know. In case.
Magically appeared.
Okay.
Yeah, but it must be like really cool, especially Zelda, because it's like it's such a long, like existing character that's really never had a voice actor. You know, maybe in like little bits here and there, or like super old animations or whatever. But Nintendo, I mean, they're like the non-voice people. You know, like Switch is finally getting there. Like, I don't know, it's 2017, guys. Maybe we should put voices in the game because everybody else has been doing it since 2000. But it was just, it was like so weird to, you know, have a character that's been around for 30 years, and it's just like, hey, you're the voice. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
pretty,
hey,
it's pretty
hi.
cool.
Hi, I'm the voice.
It's pretty cool. It's
I
like-
sound nothing like I do right now. People are like, what? When they meet me in person.
Well, it's funny,
Yeah, it's kinda
leading
funny.
up to meeting you before, this was at like a few conventions ago, I was like, oh, I assume, must be British. I don't know where she's from. And I looked up, I was like, oh,
Oh, nice,
Canadian.
thanks. That's
Interesting.
great. Yeah. Actually, I'm American.
Oh, really?
I'm from Michigan.
Michigan. Yeah, okay.
I'm a Yooper originally, which is a little upper, like, rural place in Upper Michigan.
Well, I think you drove people
Yeah.
around in your car. I got very confused.
Yeah.
Like Uber.
Oh, you
He was
Yooper?
making-
There you go.
Yeah.
I I go for those jokes that no one really enjoys.
Jack goes for the jokes we know. Okay, Jack.
Yeah.
That would be a
Moving
really
on.
great name for
We want her
for
to
a
stay
Uber.
on the podcast.
An Uber.
Yeah, I think you're mispronouncing that. No. I'm making terrible
Jack
jokes.
leave.
That long story short, Ian tricked me.
It's fun. Thanks for having me, everybody.
I like the occasional just phone unstick.
Yeah, it's like peel the thing off. Well, is there a character or a game that, or in a movie or a TV show or a video game of like something you would love to be a part of? Like, I love Assassin's Creed. If I could somehow worm my way into an Assassin's Creed game anywhere, I
Great
would
description
absolutely
too.
do it.
Worm your way.
Yeah.
What if
So-
you were Ezio's younger kid?
Oh my God, that would be
You
amazing.
Jack would be Ezio's younger kid's son that
that
dies
voice?
in the scene he's introduced.
But is there anything that you would love to be a part of that you maybe have already or would like to in the future be a part of?
Yeah, well, Assassin's Creed, like, I would love to be part of that if I didn't already play 2 Assassins in that. Because that was one of my first big games with Ubisoft, was playing Hope Jensen and AC Rogue. And that was an extraordinary, like, my first mocap, my first, like, full performance capture
cool.
with the
That's
helmet
really
and everything
cool.
like that. That was rad. I kind of would love to work on some Blizzard game.
Oh, okay. Well, they have a lot of characters in World of Warcraft, so
Yeah.
Yeah, and Overwatch.
yeah, and Overwatch.
So, I mean,
Being an
yeah, you
Overwatch
get a new character in there, I mean, their Overwatch is pulling like the Rainbow Six, basically, right? They're just like eking out characters.
Yeah, that's
of like, I don't know, 2 years from now.
yeah, that's where Overwatch is getting it from. Rainbow Six.
Yeah, I know, not the other way around or anything.
Goodness.
Well, that's
Listen,
super
I mean,
cool. Yeah.
Rainbow Six, they got more now.
Oh, yeah.
You got like 100.
They're going for 100.
Gaming
Yeah.
fans, of course.
Yeah, we're nerds. We're
Did
super
they
nerds here.
give you like dialogue or accent cues when you did your audition too?
For
Zelda specifically, I'm wondering, especially because
Yeah, it was in the description of the audition, actually. It was like sort of UK world.
Okay.
And so then I ended up kind of prepping it with this British friend of mine who I did a master's with in London, who happened to be in LA, and I was like, Chris, please help me, and he did, and so that's what I
Teach
went
me
with.
to speak like you, please.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. Or close enough, not the low grade.
Well, it's definitely interesting because usually the other way around. Usually it's British people playing Americans, and so for an American person to do a British accent is pretty cool.
It
Accent
surprised
was
me,
hard.
I will
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
playing Zelda, again, never having a voice. I'm like, she's British? What?
surprised a lot of people.
I'm like,
Eloquent
oh,
as hell.
okay.
Yeah.
Was the dad British? Zelda's dad in the game?
The king?
Yeah, I feel like his,
He-
it was a little more general
like-
fantasy
Yeah,
accent.
no.
He was.
Yeah,
It was more like nobleman
Regal.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, regal. When you
Theatrical.
have like
Yeah.
like Ryan. You
Yeah.
know, it's like, hello, my subjects. It's like no one speaks like that, but for some reason
Kings
I
do,
think
yeah.
British, but there's not really a British accent there. Plus, he didn't have that much dialogue. He was mostly like, I'm a ghost in the game. I mean, he was a ghost.
Spooky ghost.
You know, Zelda got out. She's just old as shit.
Yeah.
That's props.
Link and Zelda are ancient.
Accent word is hard, especially if you're put
yeah,
on the
this is
spot
like
for an audition.
120.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
Well, luckily I didn't know what it was when I was auditioning for it, so I went in just being like, I just want to make a really good impression. And then after that, all the decisions were pretty much made about what it was going to sound like, so, yeah.
It sounds like you made a good impression, I think.
Well, I thought about it. I guess I made an okay impression.
All right, good and fine.
Hopefully the game does well.
Yeah.
So,
You know,
You never know.
We don't know.
So-
We don't know.
so does your agent just come to you and be like,
big risk.
I have like a voice
Zelda.
acting role, and there's like, you just like literally just read something, and it's like, I have no idea what this is for, and then just kind of pick up the voice?
I got
or?
submitted through the casting director, actually.
Oh, okay.
Because weirdly, I had just moved to LA, and it was the first thing I auditioned for when I
Wow.
landed, like.
Not
in LA.
typical. Not typical
No,
if you move to
no,
Los
not at
Angeles. You're
all.
probably not going to land your first role.
That's like the
No.
dream right there, is what
Yeah.
you just described.
I know, and I'm kind of generally cynical about the dream. I'm like, guys, it doesn't happen like that for for anybody, you know. People think that you like just go, oh. But then I suppose like, you know, you land a cool project and it's like the best thing ever, and it can happen that way where you suddenly get like launched into the stratosphere a little bit.
Cool.
Yeah, badass. Like,
Fredo's that easy. Just Fredo move to Los Angeles. You'll be in a movie.
I
You'll be
can
in
see
a
hearts coming out of Fredo's head. It's like Snapchat right now. He's like, gosh.
So when it came to Rainbow Six,
wait,
How-
what did you say?
when it came to Rainbow Six, I know this is not Zelda. How different was it between filming, I guess, just like the regular, like I guess, VO lines for Ash compared to doing Outbreak, where you have full-on cutscenes with like Thermite and Chanka, and
Yeah.
was there a big difference there? Like,
Huge difference, yeah. Yeah, like the first time we went in, which was, 2015 is when we first got all cast in those initial parts. It was like a lot of, it was like the shouting. It was like
Yeah.
4 hours of like, you know,
Just
barks
efforts.
and onos, yeah, efforts. And then Yeah, just kind of really technical stuff. They used this system that was kind of like reading a musical score, which was like systems of efforts of like 1, 2, 3 on volume and intensity, and we would they'd be like, okay, do this line like breaching charge and do like a 3-1 or 1-2 like that.
This guy.
Yeah.
Fucking nerd.
Fred was like, I've done that before.
I've breached some walls in my time.
That from now on, Alfredo's gonna be playing. He's like, oh, that's a level 2. Now I know.
It's a level 2 line.
It's a level 3, 1, 1, 2 right there.
Oh man.
Yeah, so it was really technical at first, and then when we went back in for like the outbreak stuff, it was like full performance capture. We had like a military person who we trained with and did a lot of the, the gun work and the, how do you mount on a helicopter and then pull somebody in and try to make it look convincing.
I just love that amount of effort and attention to detail.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's not just shout lines.
I just like it's not that I play Ash, but any character I play, most of the work for me of the voice actors is getting killed.
Yeah.
So I experience that a lot. And then I'm like, okay, how did he kill me? Oh, and that's how he shot me in the head.
Yeah.
Cool. Boy.
What are your guys' like favorite things to voice when you're doing like what are the things that you have really fun with in the booth?
Boy.
Yeah.
Turning it back on you guys
Yeah, I think
now.
Michael and Lindsay are voice actors at the table.
Yeah.
So.
I guess like 2 favorites for me is a character called Ruby. She's the main character of a show called Ruby, and she's
But I don't know if you're a voice
like
actor.
Ruby, she's
Yeah.
you mean like
Yeah.
the chibi one? I do look chibi mode because she's more of a little shit in chibi. Like she's just an asshole, and I kind of love it. Like she's a little.
Well, she's
punk.
Lindsay.
Yeah, basically she turns into me, and that's awesome. But main show, she's like 16 at this point, so she kind of has a higher pitched voice. So I do like doing that. It's like,
Hey, hi, how's it going? That's cool.
but then one of my favorite characters recently is this kid called Space Kid, and he has a name, but no one wants to call him that because he's kind of the loser of the group, and everyone makes fun of him. But he's obsessed with space, so he wears a space helmet everywhere, and he kind of talks like a nerd, like this, like we're hanging out together. I want to go to space really bad. So that's fun. Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
Does he ever go to space?
One day.
does.
Yeah. he did on like an acid trip.
Thinks he did. Yeah.
His character actually pumped him with cough syrup.
Yeah, probably one of my favorite characters is Max. It's the same show, and Space Kid's like the kid that. It's not even like people hate him. He just like doesn't exist. It's like
He's
Space
like
Kid will
Butters.
usually have some kind of comment, and Max is like, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Anyway, Space Kid, shut up. Like there's one episode where everybody gets sick except Space Kid because Space Kid's wearing the suit, and Max is like, I have an idea to fix everything. Space Kid, give me your suit. And he's like, but I'll get sick. He's like, yeah, I don't care. Give me your suit. And then
okay.
I wear it. And then that's it. That's the solution. Just give me your suit and I'll wear it. He's a little asshole.
And even Space
That's
Kid's
what he
like,
is.
great idea. That's fantastic.
Yeah, I like just going, like, goofing off, getting ridiculous in the booth, which Max is easily, like, one of the characters, because he's a 10-year-old with, like, potty mouth. It's kind of like South Park-esque of, like, he has this insane grasp on the world, but he's also 10 years old, so he's, like, doesn't know what a vagina is or something, like he just doesn't, he goes for like the top like government kind of like, conspiracy
theories,
whatever, but like
Loves
he
fart
doesn't
jokes.
grasp, like how to drive a car or something like that. And I'll say more of like, what I like about Chibi is how absurd it is. Because like Ruby becomes more of an asshole because that's you. Sun, who I play in Ruby, just is like brain dead in Chibi. Like he's not the smartest guy in Ruby. He's all pep and like we're gonna make it through this, and positive and like encouraging. In Ruby Chibi, he's just a moron. Like he's like dumb as a brick.
Nice.
And it's just like that's like his default. Like
Cute.
hey, we're gonna have a great time, yeah. And people are like, what is wrong with you? I love Chibi.
When you talk about ad-libbing your auditions, that's some of the best parts for us, I think, is that we have the luxury of being here where we go, like, we're recording with our friends, so we back and forth off of each other all the time, whereas other auditions or other stuff that I do, you can't do that. You're wasting someone's time and money, but here we can relax a little bit, and sometimes that makes it into the show. Like, there's a few ad-libs in Ruby that are now official, I guess, because I was just dicking around in the booth.
Also,
Yeah,
the
that's
advantage we
liberating.
have, there's like pros and cons to it because I do some voice work for Funimation, which is all dubbing, obviously. So like you see everything, shy of like the English voices may or may not be in it, but everything in Japanese is done. You've got the audio, like everything's layered and all that. Whereas here, since we make all of our shows in house, there's nothing. It's just a script,
It's
and
called
then you just
parlay,
read.
I think,
So
where they animate to your recording.
it's like a little harder in some ways, but in also some ways it gives us more freedom because we don't have to match flaps. We don't have to like
Match
okay,
flaps,
this
yeah.
is exactly how
Sounds
it's
sexual,
recorded.
it's not.
Yeah, exactly. This is exactly how it's recorded. This is exactly how I have to do it. If we do some ad libs or do something that gets put in, they could just animate to it, which
That's
is
so cool.
Which is cool. You know, I mean, it sucks for the animators. They're like,
yeah.
Damn.
you know.
Start talking fast and real slow. Start
Yeah,
fucking with
it's
them.
also going back to like the pro con thing of like it's our friends. It's like, oh yeah, it's cool. And then the director's like, okay, but seriously, you know, we need this. And it's like, oh, do we though, Miles? I don't fucking care. It's like,
Not my job.
yeah, at Funimation, I'm like, yes, sir. Okay, sir. I'll do the part, sir. Here, I'm like, nah, it's just your time I'm wasting.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be great if you could just read the line.
You talked about going fast for animation. Like, yeah, I feel bad for them too, especially with Ruby. She has a lot of fast lines. But there was one RTX where we took a recording from the Japanese voice actors who are awesome and amazing and have such a fantastic repertoire. But the voice actress for Ruby was saying, she's like, it's so hard to voice for Ruby because she talks so fast. I'm like, that's really funny to hear you guys say that because when I hear your recording, I'm like, how do you do that so fast? Oh my god.
See, I got the complete opposite with Funimation, like especially early recording, again, dubbing over the Japanese. They're like, okay, that was good. There's 12 seconds left though. You finished a little early. Like my line, I'm like, "Duh, duh, duh, duh." Like I'm from New Jersey, and I'm used to just like talking fast and talking and talking and talking, and they're like, okay, you gotta slow it down. So that was like the biggest thing for me to like drag out every word and really like emphasize it because I'm used to just going blah, 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 and they're like, calm the fuck down. This is too fast.
That sounded like you sound when you're drunk.
Yeah.
You should just get real hammered and then.
Yeah. If I mean, they love it when you slur your words.
Yeah.
And then then
Don't
Sting starts
enunciate.
having a New Jersey accent again. Like,
He's like,
dude, Natsu, come here, bro. I'm gonna fight you.
Open the drawer.
Yeah. Dude, it's in the drawer. Forget about it.
Goodness. Now, do you play any video games too? Because it sounds like you're very knowledgeable about Rainbow Six, but that might just be from being a part of the franchise.
I do not play Rainbow Six.
Okay.
I keep on thinking that I'm going to try. I tried once on the PS4 and it's
hard.
It's intimidating.
Yeah.
It's intimidating. Yeah.
It's challenging.
yeah, it
Shut
was
up,
challenging.
Alfredo.
But
Yeah. This guy's
I can sit with you while you play Rainbow Six.
Yeah.
There you
And,
go. You can do the
Dude,
voices.
yeah,
for it.
you gotta lean over him and
live
like,
lines.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude.
dude,
Yeah.
you can do a live Ash line like, nice job, Alfredo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like reloading.
do
Like,
that,
oh,
yeah.
dude. Oh god.
Look at his face, he's so excited.
Oh god. Someone gave Alfredo a puppy. It's just-
I'm just imagining later, like, I'm gonna call Alfredo next week and I'll hear his voice and be like, hi, you've reached Alfredo, this is Ash.
Breaching the voicemail. Oh god.
We're going in!
There's so many good ideas going on right now.
Goodness. But that's awesome too.
You need like a new like Twitch line.
Yeah.
I,
We got a sub! Someone just subbed!
I appreciate that you are now knowledgeable about Rainbow Six though, because you care enough about the project that you're involved with it.
Oh man, yeah. I
It seems like a
totally
lot of
care.
voice actors are like that too. They really are passionate about whatever IP they're involved with. Whereas sometimes a lot of other bigger name actors are just like, they can turn into a paycheck. But it's such a passion craft, and I love that.
Well,
It has to be really like video games at this point. I think so.
did you when you did Ash for the first time? What did they tell you? Hey, down the line we're going to be working on other stuff. You'll probably come
Oh
back.
hell no!
Oh really?
Oh no! I did
That's
not
cool.
know that.
Well,
No, like the game launched and it like it took a long time for it to sort of set it like
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Steam and yeah.
Ubisoft's really good about that, where they'll release a game that might have issues when it first comes out, and then they'll just fix it to the point where it's like, oh, now it's really good. And I mean, we're in year 3 of Siege, and it's like it's kind of cool that they still came back to you. They weren't they actually like have you as like that's you. Ash is you. So it's like we're gonna come back and use you every time.
That's really awesome
cool.
for a company to do that from an actor's perspective. That's loyalty, and that's wonderful. It's like, oh, we're not gonna get replaced. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also got to be interesting too because there's so many different ops, and then just to have Ash as like one of the main ops of the series has got to be like, oh.
Yeah, how many ops are there total? It's like
Ton.
30-something to 40.
40, 56. Oh gosh, I don't know. I don't know the
maybe
exact
like
number.
20,
I know they
25
eventually
plus,
wanna
30.
Yeah.
They want to have 100.
Yeah, I want to have eventually.
That's been crazy.
How do you balance
And then you have
100
Infinity
characters?
Wars.
Well, it turns into League of Legends at that point, where
Yeah.
you just have so many characters that, I mean, it's going to be hard to balance, but you have characters that just work off of each other. If we ever get to the point where someone has a rocket launcher, then they've gone too far.
Yeah.
Way too far. Yeah.
Instead of a grenade launcher? Right,
A
okay.
rocket?
Yeah,
Listen, don't get him started. He'll tell you why it's acceptable.
I'd love to see Ash with a rocket
What if you had
That'd
like,
be
what if you
5
had,
speed Ash with a rocket launcher. Just
well, what if you had like a rocket launcher like with 2 rounds and then a pistol?
Stop.
No, you got a rocket launcher and a garage.
But I'm saying that's it. Like that's it.
That's
You
it.
got like a big explosion and that's it. Like once you're down to a pistol. I mean that's kind of like their ability.
Imagine when the bomb
Cannon! Boom.
Imagine when the bomb's
Guys, gotta do
planted,
sorority
you just
rules,
stay
no
outside the
weapons.
map, and you're just like, oh, just gonna fire it off. And just down there.
What if it was a rocket launcher? What if it was a rocket launcher, but you could only use it in a hostage game?
Oh, I like
Good
that.
luck.
I like that.
Everybody just flies away.
Yeah.
Eventually, they're gonna have to bring out ops who are just doing like miscellaneous
They're
shit,
gonna
like
be
handing out
so
snacks.
weird. I mean, even the ops now are like
It's already getting a little
crazy.
weird with Lion and Finka. They're essentially ops with abilities, kind of like Overwatch, like where they have the ability to like, juice everybody up or the ability to
I mean,
scan
the
through
Jews.
walls.
I mean, even like again, compared to like year 1 or like launch, like there's so many like just wild ops I wouldn't have I wouldn't think of like the phone thing. I suck, so I don't really know like the operators
Yeah.
and shit. But like, oh shit, my
Kaibi.
phone's going off. Let me turn it off. It's like what a weird thing to do in Rainbow Six Vegas or Rainbow
Siege.
Six Siege.
Vegas is good too.
Vegas 3, you know?
You
Maybe,
guys,
I don't know.
you guys played Vegas recently. Somebody played Vegas recently.
Yeah, not too
We've
long
been playing
ago.
the shit out of 2
Yeah.
because you can put your face in it. So we
Yeah.
keep doing like weird freak faces.
I was like, what is this melting face thing? It's amazing.
It's not
I mean,
pretty.
I just did one where I had 2 noses. Like the way I mapped the face, it was
It was
like,
like a-
I had my real nose was down here, and then because it was so low, the game thought it didn't scan my nose, so it gave me a nose.
Well, I think there's always
2
like
noses
a
on his
nose. It
face.
applies the picture of your nose to the nose, but because you misaligned it, it was like I don't know what that is.
It was weird. Yeah.
So you guys like do that too? You're just like,
Oh yeah, we'll try and make as dumb faces as we can.
It hurts him to do it, but Michael does the best like double
Yeah.
chin
It
face.
really starts to hurt, and I'm
It says
gonna like
stop.
die from it, and
Yeah.
it's like it hurts the back of my neck, and I don't understand. Yeah, I do.
Well,
like
now you have to do it.
I'm gonna.
Look at all the folds.
His neck is gone.
So many people at conventions are like, "Can you do the face?" And I'm like, "Sure."
Wow,
We take a photo like that, and then I'm like,
I would love to see an X-ray of that moment. What like your spine is like.
yeah.
That's the go-to face I made when Wes dropped off that disposable
Patricia's
camera.
trying to. She's
Oh,
like, I
yeah.
understand how this is physically possible.
My chin doesn't like work like that.
Yeah.
His chin just goes into his neck.
Yeah. It vanishes.
Oh, God. It hurts.
Michael's gonna pass out.
Not normal. I'm gonna not be able to move my neck one day.
That's probably the saddest thing that's not in Siege is putting your
The
face
face,
on stuff.
yeah.
Even though like everyone's very masked up.
That seems like something that could be added though, right? Like they could do that. Ubisoft, you watching right now?
Could.
Especially because it has a kill cam and like zooms right
what
into
they
the
should do
operator
is they
too.
should add like one op that's like the chameleon.
Yeah.
And his face is whatever you put on. That's it. Like that's just one op.
That's his
I will say,
Yeah.
I will say that
You get a guy like.
the face cam in was it Rainbow Six 2 or Vegas 2 was responsible for my most breaking point at Achievement Hunter ever.
When Gavin blew up across the
we were
room?
playing a game and we hadn't played. We were playing Vegas. We hadn't played in a long time, and then we played the game. Gavin jumped in and he threw a grenade instead of like looking around a corner, and then he ran. He was running away from this grenade he dropped, and it blew him up. And he just looked at me as he was dead, and it was just this Gavin face sailing through the sky as he committed suicide and fell in front of me, and I just broke.
I'd just been
I laughed for
playing a
like
game.
10.
Up in a window or something
no,
like
no,
that?
they-
No,
Go to
that's,
the
that's
wall.
the one that just happened. That's you're talking about the McLoopus. That was me up in the
Okay.
window, and Ryan is. They're all outside, and I went around to go inside the building and killing people from behind, and I kill everyone, and Ryan goes, "Grenade out!" and throws it, and then I just see one go flying across me. I go, "I'm in here!" And I just ran into a corner and I blew up. I was like, "No!"
Yeah,
you
my
see
one-
it go across my face.
My one was because I'd just been playing a Splinter Cell game where B is get behind cover, and I was at a wall, so I was like, I need to get behind cover, and I just threw a wall, and threw a grenade, it just bounced off the wall into my lap. I was like, I can't get away from this.
Yeah.
This is the clip.
Yeah, here we go. Here's the clip right here.
This
So
is
yeah, so I'm watching.
History.
Yeah, so there's
This
me.
is like 2 years ago.
So here's Gavin. There's Gavin, and then he just
three?
throws
Oh,
it, at
shit.
the, and then he turns, and just runs, and then it's just.
Jack was crying.
You see me not move because I'm literally stopped moving because I'm laughing so hard. I put down the
It's
control. and I was
amazing
crying.
to see our own dead faces.
Yeah, just like, oh.
Or like whenever you go up against cover, it's always a shock because you're in first person, and then you get in cover and you're like,
Yeah.
Or you have some dumbass face.
And there's not the technology to close the eyes, so you just die like this.
close eye
So,
technology.
The thing is, you could have
Just
just gone
wasn't there
around the
yet.
door in front of you, and you would have been fine.
I could have done a lot of things that way, but I didn't. I threw a grenade and blew
It's
myself
crazy
up.
though. Like that video is a couple years old, and now we're playing Siege. Like I mean, we've been playing Siege like crazy since it came out. Yeah, look at that face. Like,
There you go.
You know what I mean?
A goofy ass
But,
face
like-
right there.
Wait, do that face right now. There you go.
Actually, I can see that.
It's crazy that like still. I mean, the game aside is still phenomenal.
Oh, yeah,
It's
yeah.
old, but like the game plus the faces, like we're still playing it today. We were playing
Yeah.
Siege and Vegas 2 simultaneously, which is
They
like
came out like a decade apart or something?
yeah, probably mid 2000s, like late-ish 2000s.
Yeah.
Vegas 2 is probably like 2007, 2008, I would guess.
That's
Yeah, I think
wild.
it's 6 or 7.
Crazy. Also, again, we realized the difference between Vegas and Vegas 2 is extreme.
It's significant, yeah.
Yeah, we went back and played Vegas, and it's like the first thing we discovered was it's just milky.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
someone poured milk on your screen. I'm like, it's just this weird filter. You can't sprint. There's so many things you can't do in
Yeah.
Vegas where you're like, oh.
Is that a game like so? The new hotness right now is remastering old games. Like Burnout Paradise is going to remaster after 10 years. Is that a game you would like to see remastered? Like
Yes.
bring back Vegas 1 and 2?
100%.
I mean,
Like,
I get,
what-
we're literally playing 2 now. I'll
Yeah,
play it remastered.
thumbnail.
But I mean, like,
Look at that. Look at Jeff's dented head. Like, his whole forehead's caved in for no reason.
He looks like the evolution of man. Like
He
he's
does.
2 steps back.
It doesn't make any sense
I had
at
to
all.
point one of my eyes inwards for that one.
But
Do you do that
God, man.
regularly?
Yeah. Well, so what other games would you want remastered? Like, what other game would you want back?
skill.
He said Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina of Time demands a remaster.
Yeah.
I mean, the game came out in
Which they
'97.
did for 3DS, but it's not the same.
They did for 3DS in 2011,
Yeah.
I think.
And
it
they
came
added
out.
more into the game to make it easier for you, like the water temple, because I got stuck there. It was like, hey, idiot, follow the blue line on the wall and it'll take you where you need
Yeah,
to
that
go.
kind of helped a little bit, but
Yeah.
I love just like a console remaster, like
Yeah.
just full screen. Like I just played Ocarina of Time again recently.
See, I would love to see. I mean, it's funny
Those
though.
look great.
I'm thinking like all Nintendo games because I mean, I know when I was a kid, I played pretty much strictly Nintendo. So I'm like Super Nintendo Mario Kart, bring that
Oh,
back.
yeah.
Whole
Star
like
Fox 64.
yeah, or like F-Zero.
Also on
Like you know
3DS
these
now.
games where I'm like, holy shit! I remember I put so many hours in that.
Dude, I'm getting into the SNES Classic right now.
Oh, yeah?
Like it's got all this, not remastered obviously.
Yeah, yeah.
But I will say what it has is, it's got a pixel perfect mode, which makes it like.
Oh, it shrinks it down.
It shrinks it, but it's. I mean, you're still playing it on a giant TV. It's still like, okay, it's shrinking it. But if I played this on Super Nintendo in '92, I would have a 19-inch television.
Yeah, yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? So playing it shrunk down on a 65-inch TV is still like bigger than it's ever been.
Yeah.
It looks gorgeous. Like the SNES Classic looks gorgeous if you play it on Pixel Perfect.
Man, I
it's
will
so
say-
crisp.
my,
Like, I'm playing Link to the Past right now. and it
My
looks
brother-in-law,
so good.
he let me play Pilot Wings. Like he had an emulator on one of his
I used
TVs.
to play the hell out of that.
And I played Pilot Wings. I remember playing it so much when I was a kid and being terrible at it. I picked it up. I'm like, this is the easiest fucking game ever. Like it's so weird going back. Like, oh yeah, I know how to play games
I go
now.
the other way.
Or like
I'm
Gavin,
I'm way
really?
worse now. than I
Gavin's
was when I was a
texting me.
kid.
He's like, it's so hot. I'm Link to the Past.
But yeah.
Have you beaten it yet?
No, I've been out of town though.
But then like,
But yeah,
you go
it's one
back.
of those games where it's like I did it as a kid. I know I did, but I'm like I keep dying.
That's like my thing. Like I remember like Battletoads. I remember playing Battletoads.
Battletoads
and
is hard.
I beat
That's
it when I was a
hard,
kid. Like I remember beating it when I was a kid. I was
Don't
like, oh
get
yeah.
Brian Gar started.
Yeah, you start playing like the
Battletoads.
hover bikes, whatever those things were. I'm like, oh yeah, I beat that. I remember it was a nightmare, but I remember doing it.
Battletoads is
And like Lion King.
insane.
It's like I remember.
I
Yeah,
played
I
Sega
played
Line or
the
Super
shit
Nintendo.
all of those. Yeah,
I had that.
I love
was
those
awesome.
games.
And Aladdin
challenging.
also. Yeah.
Dude, you know what? A game that's impossible to beat? Fucking Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the NES. That game.
Which one?
The first one, where it's like the
first one?
top-down kind of
Uh-huh, I
like
beat
overview,
that.
and then you do the side-scrolling.
I beat that.
Fuck! Like you have to swim through like the little wavy electric.
That's like
eel
level 2.
things.
That's early on. Man,
There-
that's the dam.
There was further stuff on that was like a nightmare. It was like,
The dam's a nightmare right from the beginning, and if your turtle dies, he's dead. You get a couple chances to get him back.
Yeah.
Like you can save, they die, and then they end up just tied up somewhere.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah,
I'm back.
yeah.
But like Michelangelo and Raphael are worthless in that
Yeah.
game because it's all about their weapons.
yeah, and
Leo
Donatello's bows
Leo
are
and Don
super
have the
long.
longest reach, and that's literally it. There's no makeup for that. There's
when
no like, hey, but Michelangelo, they just suck. Michelangelo's like,
Yeah.
He can hit an inch
Oh,
in
those
front
little
of it.
fucking little robot mousers. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, you say the old, the Ninja Turtles game, everyone thinks the arcade side scroller, like the big 4-player games. Like, no, this is pre that. It was
what
a
I played the most.
fucking nightmare.
I played
so
the
hard.
Simpsons arcade game.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
At like
Simpsons one was
CC's?
too.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
That was in prime bullying phase too, so there'd be kids at the arcade and I'd be like, fuck off, my turn.
Well, that's where Marge had that. Marge had rabbit
I'm
ears.
proud of that, but that
You
was
were the
what
bully.
happened.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
no.
Making sense now.
Did you ever see that? Because at one point,
I'm repenting for my sins.
You can get electrocuted, and Marge has giant rabbit ears. Like they're hidden underneath her big
Really?
big
Is
beehive.
that shit?
Yeah, like literally, like there's an image where like she gets electrocuted, and you can see giant ears, like giant bunny ears she has underneath all of her hair.
What if it's tumors?
Oh, so we talking about Marge?
Yeah.
Sorry, I
No worries. But yeah.
Is it
slacked out. No, I've seen that. I know what you're
Yeah,
talking
it's
about.
weird as hell. It's like because they're like not. I mean, for a while, like when they were on the Tracy Ullman show, like they weren't really like human. They were kind of these weird other things. It's like, oh yeah, and this was, I mean, season 1 or 2 when they made the game. And it's like, oh yeah, here she is. Like she's like a rabbit person thing. It's like,
Is it canon
is
in
weird.
Simpsons that Maggie's technically like a baby alien? Isn't there one episode where Marge gets impregnated by an alien?
What?
I think you're making shit up.
that might be Treehouse of Horror, which all those.
Treehouse of
are-
Horror
That's
is
like
like
non-canon.
non-canon. It's super
Sounds
weird.
I
real
just
weird.
can't remember.
Except
Probably not
real
real
out there. Like,
except what Kodos and not Yang. Is it Kodos and Kang?
Yeah, you're talking about the two
Yang?
aliens.
Yeah. Those guys are totally
Ruby
canon.
crossover.
Oh yeah, because they're in like real episodes, right? Occasionally. I mean, they're heavily
They appear, but
featured.
they like cut to space,
They're
and it's like they're
heavily
watching.
featured in the
Yeah.
Treehouse of Horror, but
See, I had a weird history of like video games growing up. So I started off with the Game Gear, then the Sega Saturn, then the Dreamcast. So it was always like
I had that Game Gear.
Weird consoles that no one, with the like 6
I say
batteries.
it's 6 batteries, but what Game Gear did way before everybody else, backlit screen.
Oh yeah, and you could change the brightness of it too.
Nintendo was like 3DS or DS. I think
DS,
DS was
Yeah,
the
all the
first.
Game Boys had to front light him with a.
Yeah,
Yeah, with the
Yeah,
attachment that goes up top. And
It
lights
was
the
a
screen.
pain in the
Green
ass
light.
to see a Game Boy for most of its existence until they finally lit. Oh no, you know what? SP. That was the first one.
Oh, yeah.
The GBA SP, when they made it to like the
You
little
get
flip
the
one, they
clamshell?
added the
Yeah.
backlit screen, and it was like, I can play whenever.
God, there was a thing on Reddit the other day. It was like, the kids nowadays won't know the pain of playing a Game Boy in the back of a car
Yup.
when
I was just
street lights
thinking,
are going by. It's
Yep.
like, oh shit, and then it's
Yep.
gone. Oh shit,
Yep.
there we go.
I
It's
remember
gone.
that.
Or like
Yeah,
in
I absolutely
in the
remember that.
daytime, it was the glare. You
Yeah.
have to play it like
Yeah.
because you just see nothing.
It wasn't backlit. It was that weird like LC, like almost like that paper kind of printing or whatever. I don't know what the technology was to make it work, but god damn,
Sucked.
you couldn't see it during the day. It was
No, it
like
sucked.
or at night.
I used to play as a kid when I had Game Boy. I had recess lights in my ceiling
okay.
of my room, so it's like up in the ceiling. I would stand on my desk and play like under the light.
Nice.
Literally, I would be. My parents would walk in my room, and I would be like this, playing Game Boy, and they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And I'm like, "I'm trying to see the screen right."
I bet the first time I was like, Christ, he's hanged himself. Oh no, he's playing.
Yeah. No, he's just playing
playing video
Play a video game.
It's just Pokemon.
It's all
Story.
good.
Trying to catch them all.
Yeah.
Just trying to catch them all.
What I find sad is that if you pick up a Super Nintendo now, you play a Super Nintendo game, SNES Classic or whatever, it just feels right. Like it feels just like it did. But if you try and play like an N64, like a game like GoldenEye,
It feels
it's
weird.
like, how is
No,
this
GoldenEye
so bad?
GoldenEye has moved on.
It's newer.
It had its times.
It's
Real
newer, but you
arcade.
can't just pick it up and go anymore because it's just one stick, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm strafing with buttons. What's happening here?
It's that middle gap there. It's like even Nintendo, Super Nintendo, they're like classic, they're vintage. It's that weird like N64, both not only plays weird, looks terrible. Like 8-bit, 16-bit. They're small, but like they look good. You know what I mean? Like Link to the Past looks good. It's nice and crisp. It's like I can understand like they're tiny little sprites, they're little animations, whatever. N64 is like we're going 3D. And it looks like shit. Everyone's like, they're all like weird block
And you
people.
don't realize
like
the
even
frame rate is
PlayStation,
like 15 frames a second.
dude, like Final Fantasy VII, nobody has mouths. They're just like, fuck it, don't draw mouths. They just don't need mouths. Everyone's like got a square head and they're just like walking like this. It just looks awful. And then getting into like PS2, Xbox 360. Then they started kind of like perfecting it where like you go back and it's like lower res or maybe it's not HD, but like the textures are there.
Yeah.
That like 97 to like early 2000s era is awful. It's just like those are the worst games graphically, and like you said, controller-wise, to go back and look at it. Castlevania 64, like, oh my god, it was like unplayable.
I do like people who have been editing the poster for the new Tomb Raider movie with the like pointed triangle boobs.
Oh,
yeah, yeah, classic.
The old PlayStation.
Vintage.
That comes out. That came out today.
Yeah, we're seeing it. We're seeing it tomorrow.
Yes, we are. St.
That's supposedly-
Patrick's Day celebration.
That's what we're doing for St. Patrick's Day because we have a babysitter. So we're going nuts by going to the movies.
Nice.
No, so that was never
Calm down now.
Speaking of movies,
She's getting drunk.
Michael, tell me about my
Underwear?
underwear.
Okay, here's the thing. You're gonna want to wear underwear when you go to the movies, okay? It's just, you know, you never
Yeah,
know
yeah.
what's gonna happen.
It could be so exciting.
You could be so exciting, you don't want to ruin your pants. Underwear should look good and be comfortable. Am I right,
Yes,
Jack?
you're right, Michael.
But that perfect balance is harder to find than you would think. Well, you don't have to sacrifice style or comfort. Just check out MeUndies.com and find the best pair of underwear in the whole wide world. MeUndies is definitely the best pair of underwear I've ever owned. They're super soft. I love their cool colors and patterns, and I never want to go back to uncomfortable, boring underwear after wearing MeUndies. For the fellas, MeUndies' diamond-seamed pouch cradles the family jewels and gives your stuff the support it needs without feeling too tight. 100% satisfaction guarantee. They guarantee you will love your undies or get your money back. Right now, MeUndies has an exclusive offer to our listeners. Get 20% off your first pair and free shipping. MeUndies is so sure you'll love the underwear, they offer a 100% satisfaction guarantee. So try it. You get 20% off, free shipping, 100% satisfaction guarantee. To get your first pair of the best and softest underwear you will ever own at 20% off, go to MeUndies.com/offtopic. That's MeUndies.com/offtopic. Thanks, MeUndies, for sponsoring Off Topic and for delivering the goods. I will say, specifically from Jack,
Sir.
most people in general, no one complains more in the office when where it's like, haven't gotten underwear in a while.
Dude,
Where's the
absolutely.
MeUndies
all
underwear?
about the free stuff.
Because it's like, I
All
mean,
about the free
MeUndies is
stuff. Yeah.
Dude, I'm wearing my MeUndies right
It's
now, man.
primo.
Absolutely. I know.
Jack-
I love MeUndies. Like,
Literally
they're super
before this
comfy.
podcast started, Jack's like, haven't gotten underwear in a while. I'm just saying.
No.
I think Trevor is taking it all.
That's what you said. You said, "Oh, MeUndies is a sponsor." I'm like, "Where's the underwear fair? We haven't had the
Jack's
underwear
like,
fair
I
come
need
by in a
underwear.
while."
I need underwear. That mowed down, man.
Yeah,
Have
so-
you ever
Bought
soft?
MeUndies, Jack?
Sorry,
Have you ever purchased
I bought
any?
one pair. Yes.
Dude,
Is that nice?
I bought one pair. This is testament to MeUndies. I bought one pair. I don't even know if Off Topic existed yet. We didn't have the sponsor. If it did exist, Gus doing the ad reads. I'm like, I gotta try one of these. I gotta try them. Just like listening to him, amazing.
So Gus sold you on something?
Gus sold me on MeUndies. I bought it. I mean, I probably could have just been like, hey, can I get a pair? But I just went and I bought them. And I was
MeUndies-
like, these are amazing.
MeUndies, if you're watching right now, give me a pair with a fly. That's the only thing.
it.
That's the only thing that
What,
like
a fly?
Yeah, that's there's a lot of people who fight over that. It's like whether or not like you actually use the fly in underwear. I use the fly in underwear. A lot of people don't.
They
And-
can call it.
Pull
They
it,
can
pull
call
it
it.
down.
why bother threading your dick through that tiny hole?
Yeah.
You just flop it over.
because then you have to unbuckle, unzip.
it's
That was
very
like
normal.
it was like podcast like -4 or whatever it was. We talked about
The best
that.
part
Or the
about
first
this
last
is
call. The first last call. we
Patricia
talked.
is like fucking Jane Goodall right now. She's like, interesting. Okay. Yes.
Undies. That's literally me. Undie. That's where they got the name from. It's a bunch of fucking apes. Mow down. Together. Strong.
To a gorilla.
Yeah, exactly.
I hope you leave and you talk to our con agent and you're like, they really like underwear. That's basically what I got from this. Like,
It's like, how do you go?
I don't know.
Me would
Beer and underwear.
fly.
Drinking.
Need fly for undies.
now,
They can call that like the Jack. The Jack model.
Dude, 100%. I would say I'll model that, but I'm like,
You should
probably
model.
not.
No, you
Probably
should.
not. You
They
probably
can
don't.
just put your head on one of their models.
Yeah, exactly. There we go.
Photoshop's
That's what Funhouse
Photoshop's
does.
a thing.
Yeah.
So.
no, I think Jack should embrace his beauty and model those.
We really
underwear.
should.
Yes, do it.
I'll hold them.
I think-
like,
Fully clothed.
Over
yeah,
your naked
yeah,
body.
in a fucking. I'll be wearing like a full suit. Like,
A three-piece suit.
there you go.
Jack, I think you should grab that.
What is that? Oh my!
Oh,
All right,
Lord.
so
When did that show up?
this
You're in
is
for a treat.
this is the new most dangerous thing we've ever received
He's
in
not kidding.
AWU. So this is one of the launchers,
send
like
us
the
Patricia's bracing herself.
it's
like,
a
what are you
water
doing to
balloon
me?
launcher,
It used to be worse. They used to send us weapons.
and then
Like
Gavin brought the
axes
Moonball
and,
too, which is
spears,
just
like actual real ones.
swords.
We do have many a master sword.
this is a
and
nightmare.
shield
So
next door.
we took this. It's a 3-person like launcher, like a water balloon
you got
launcher.
one person on each strap.
Yeah.
And then the
On one
main
of
So it
person
goes like that.
pulling it back.
And
Broadcast is sweating.
yeah, and
you
so
should be.
So what's it? Jesus.
I will say, so we did it. We watch AWU this week. We did it with a Moonball. It whipped so fast that it hit like we were basically at our door shooting at the green wall. And it hit the green wall and came back, hit the curtained wall on the other side faster than anything we've ever thrown on the way back.
Wait,
and then it skipped off that.
In your company faster
yeah.
than anything you've ever thrown?
Oh, yeah.
I feel like that's very fast.
Yeah, especially in our room.
If you
destroy things and break things.
We have a lot of expensive stuff, and we're stupid. We're very stupid.
Yeah.
You know, have you ever seen those giant?
Right there.
Have you ever seen like those giant beach balls?
Boom! That's us.
Like those giant, like 6 foot big, 6 foot wide beach balls. You know, we blew one up in our office and started playing, like started bouncing it around. Where we have like 4K monitors and thousands of
The
dollars
beach
of
ball
equipment.
was like 20% of the office.
Yeah. And
We
so
smashed like 2 of the lights.
yeah, we destroyed a couple. I think they're fixing them right now, actually. We also have.
Smashed again. Why would they?
We're
Oh, yeah.
professionally unprofessional, is what
Yeah.
I like to say.
But we made content. We filmed it all.
We do.
So.
Yeah.
Get away with it, yeah.
But we also have a 15-foot wide beach ball that we haven't inflated yet. We absolutely need to.
No.
We need to inflate it underneath Jeremy's desk.
Excuse me.
Is what we need to do. Just
Should.
and then
Maybe we should bring that to reunion.
yeah, there we go. There's the beach ball.
yes.
Yeah, you can
This
see how
looks like-
big our room is.
Someone
This is
kicked
like
it.
summer camp when they have like team building exercises.
Exactly.
It is, yeah.
It's, you know, it's team building, but also with the added, variety of like, let's not, destroy anything. Oh, we also, there's Jeff jumping on top of
That's
it.
our boss.
I love how there's like beach balls floating on the ceiling in there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
balls everywhere.
we get the China balls up there to light up the room. It gives
That's
a nice
also
soft
the achievement
glow.
motto, balls everywhere.
Yeah.
Yes.
That ball way less painful
I've
than a
accepted this.
moonball. I'll tell you that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Patricia, thank you.
But we also have a game called Moonball where
Gavin.
yeah.
God damn it,
There you go.
Gavin.
That's the best
There's just a
clip.
lot of people getting hit.
Can you play that again, Jeremy?
Yeah.
Running into the ball and just getting
I'm gonna
owned?
not take a
Yeah, it's
drink of
getting
beer while I'm
annihilated
listening.
by-
He's a stocky man. He doesn't have the height working.
Yeah,
for
here we
him.
go. And then
Just-
Paul just drops
I'll
him
say,
on the
dude,
floor.
Jeremy's thick too.
Yeah, he's a
like,
big
he's
dude.
5'4", but he's like 190, 185.
So these are called moonballs. So in our office, we have about 5 of these kind of floating around the room. And at
that we
any
can't
Floating.
find.
Yeah.
Like, do they?
well, then there's kind of all like hidden
They're all
corners
okay,
wherever.
okay.
So if someone picks one of these up and yells "moonball," they then throw it off the wall as hard as they can and it just lands wherever.
That's the rule. You have to yell.
You have to
moonball.
yell "moonball" to the point now where it was like Pavlov's dog, where if someone says "moonball," everyone instinctively like reacts to it.
Yeah.
So it's
And
essentially
so-
like the Rooster Teeth 4.
yeah, kind of,
Moonball.
yeah,
At least
or,
the- at
or
least the
timber.
achievement- At least
yeah.
the achievement.
Or you have to stand with your nuts exposed as a sacrificial lamb.
That's true.
You chose to do that. Also, they weren't exposed.
Yeah, that's
I mean,
all.
like,
Here you
hanging
go.
out.
So here,
Watch
this is flinchless bouncy do, I think, which is us throwing a moonball off the wall and then
Yeah, see, there's a lot of that. There's a lot of like
The-
physical pain is what we want.
No, believe it or not, the idea of that game was we had to bounce it off the wall and hit ourselves in the face. And so, yeah. Anyway, we do a lot of dumb
in the
stuff.
head.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah.
Jack was wearing a mask.
Yeah, I wore a mask because I'm like, I was confident in my ability, and then I hit myself in the face. Then I was wearing a mask, and then it came down to 2 people who just played it and kept going. So.
And then sometimes Alfredo jumps into the ball. as
Gavin,
it's
your
being
aim
thrown.
sucks.
Look, man.
Yeah.
Your aim sucks.
Look,
I think the game was great.
Yeah,
Show the clip
that's
from Flinchless Alfredi,
thing.
dude.
Yeah, a flinchless Alfredi do, which
We
was.
also come up with great names.
So imagine like there's if this is a person, this is a person, Alfredo's in the middle.
We're doing like
the
a
i-
sales pitch.
The
Beautiful
idea
people.
is to
Beautiful
bounce
people.
the ball
Yeah.
from one person underneath Alfredo's spread out legs into the other person's crotch, back and forth. And Alfredo is the ultimate loser in that game.
Alfredo saw that it was going nowhere. He
Yeah.
basically looked at the situation. We had terrible aim. Alfredo decided to
I
make
was trying
something
to
happen.
help Gavin hit Trevor.
Alfredo
in the
starts
nuts.
doing some like pitching.
Yeah, I'm just like, I'm
signals
gonna,
this
I'm gonna
to try and.
I'm gonna
We
jump.
kept telling Gavin to whip it like sideways.
Yeah,
but
go
you kept
lower.
shot putting it. You went like, ugh. You would like throw the moonball.
Yeah.
It was weird.
It was a really good Gavin.
But yeah, I'm sure
painful.
broadcast right now. Here we go. Here we go. So this is the idea right here. Is it's Alfredo's in the middle, that's Trevor on the other side in the white.
And they're
then-
trying to hit each other in the nuts.
Yeah, and so the idea was
Obviously.
to bounce it underneath Alfredo into Gavin's testicles. And so it went back and forth there, and Gavin got hit in the face. But then it ends spectacularly. So typically when things get really funny, I'll laugh and hit the floor laughing because I'm weak like that. This one,
I'm weak. Yeah, good,
this,
good again.
the end of the I'll
Oh
say
yeah, go to the.
the
like
end of
3
this
minutes.
clip there. I think half the room drops to the floor laughing.
Oh, yeah.
It was so. I mean, one of
I'm
us.
glad you guys enjoyed yourselves.
One of us dropped to the floor not laughing.
There are levels. Jack will remove his glasses and wipe his tears. It
Yeah,
sounds very
yeah,
funny.
I'll cry.
And then there's lying on the floor crying. Jack doesn't give a fuck. I would keep my glasses
Jeremy
on.
usually hits the floor first. As far as, like,
Jeremy goes down
laughing.
pretty
Well, he's
fast.
closest to it.
He is. He is. Oh.
He's like a child, like when children fall. Right, here we
is
go.
this it?
So
Yeah.
here we go. Here's what happened. So Alfredo's like, I'm gonna jump.
and
then
Alfredo.
down
Bam.
so Alfredo goes down,
Face.
and then there's Jeremy on the floor.
Trevor's on the floor.
Gavin, there's Alfredo.
Dude,
Trevor's on the floor.
I think I look at Jack and you are just losing.
Yeah, I'm like red faced because I'm laughing so hard.
I think that's me filming. That's
yeah.
Jeff.
There's Trevor on his knees, and there's Gavin taking a knee.
This is the last 2.5 minutes of the video of us just laughing at Alfredo.
And that's the joy of doing these dumb videos, because it's like we're in the middle of doing it. It's like this is never gonna come out, and then that happens. Like, well, that's the best thing.
Like literally at that point, I go because it was like Gavin versus Trevor. Who's gonna win? And I go, well, I think Alfredo lost.
I was trying to make something happen because I was like, I don't quite know if this is a video, and I was like, you know what?
He made it happen,
I
buddy.
can jump high enough that Gavin would have a clear shot at Trevor, and he threw it higher than ever.
Crazy too, because right before he does it, the whole time you're bouncing it. Like literally, it's hitting the floor in between your legs and then coming up. So the one time you jump, he throws it straight. And literally, as he's aiming in the video, you hear me go, "Dude, Gavin's just gonna throw it straight into you. He's gonna throw it straight into you." And then you jump, boom. I saw that was like one of the first comments I saw. I was like, "Did anybody notice Michael called this out right before it happened?" And the comment to that was like, "He has a spidey sense for stupid."
Yeah.
Nostradamus of accidents.
It's not really Nostradamus. It's not like predicting. It's looking and going, "This is gonna happen."
Yeah, look how high it is.
Dude, it was perfect.
I could have jumped any higher from that horse there.
My excuse at the time, like my excuse as to why I hit him was that, like, oh, I could see Trevor and I threw it, but then he came back down. Absolutely not true.
Oh, no,
I
he was
hit him
going up.
I hit him at the apex.
If Alfredo didn't jump, you would have hit him in the throat. It doesn't make sense.
Well, he gave me the signal.
Yeah.
Alfredo, you're good jump, man.
Dude, I'd like to think that it happened so fast, but I felt the moon ball like break the barrier of my penis and shove that into my balls.
Sorry, Jeff.
Yeah, and this thing, it's like it's meaty. Like this isn't like one of those like little.
Not Alfredo.
It is.
Yeah.
It was a dead-on
It
shot.
was
It could
mean.
not have
Oh, yeah, there you
been
go, please.
more
Please.
accurate.
Your jump was so weird.
Yeah, that thing's interesting.
There you go.
Yeah, I have my hands behind my back. I couldn't cover
That
myself.
thing's interesting because it's almost like a tennis ball, but like the weird grooves in
yeah.
it give this extra bounce.
It's like a handball
Where
with.
Jack was actually saying, we haven't tried this yet. I think you were saying it, but like you can throw that across water. It'll
Oh, really?
bounce like a
Oh,
stone.
no.
Somebody was saying
Oh,
that.
that's cool.
Somebody was saying to me in the office that someone told them you can skip those on
Oh,
water
we
because
should
of the way
absolutely
it's designed.
try that.
That led into a whole. I think maybe it was Jeff because then we started talking about how do we come up with an achievement hunter pool, and then we wanted to like flood the office, and then we kind of stepped away
that's
from
a good
that.
idea.
a little
Well,
bit.
people have sent us pools before,
But
so.
yeah, no. Allegedly, you can actually skip that across water like a stone.
You know what we need to do? We need to bring our extra bouncy castle to the spring break.
Like I said, we should bring the beach ball to spring break.
Oh, it's great.
we should
Beach
bring
ball,
the, we should
bouncy
bring
castle.
the 12-foot thing.
Well, because last time we spent like $5,000 on a fucking inflatable like slide that we used for
That we
30
couldn't
minutes.
use, that we couldn't use for 5 hours.
It's in LA again, right?
Well, it's the south of LA, so
South LA, okay.
yeah. But
Are you in
yeah.
South
Cali.
LA? You want to come to
Oh,
LA?
when is this? Is
Yeah,
this like
when's this happening?
or is it
2 weeks from now?
2 weeks?
She's gonna keep
The
her
30th. It's we're gonna put the graphic on the board. It's March 30th
Imagine-
at 10 a.m.
imagine
Pacific. I
12-hour
think.
stream
like-
with a lot of people.
There we go.
Imagine like what
There
you
we
just
go.
witnessed, but like 25
With
of us.
yeah.
At like a
Pretty
party
much.
mansion.
Including like another British dude. We've got an Australian. We
Yeah,
got
the British dude.
Well, if
gonna
you
be
got a
there.
British dude
Yeah.
there, then I would really
You mean,
like.
are you going?
Well,
Yeah.
That's
We
what's
gotta have
selling
a
you.
third.
Yeah,
One
it's
for
Other
each.
British.
Like, well,
Yeah.
okay, let's see.
Let's
We've
assume
got
you're not.
Funhouse, G-Miner, Cow Shop, Kinda Funny, Sugar Pint 7, JT Machinima, Game Attack, Laser Beam, Kraken.
Liza Beam.
And
He's gonna be
who's
there.
He's
that?
Australian.
James Mate? I don't
James
know.
Buckley.
Oh, is that
That's
Buckley?
Buckley.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't know his logo.
And
That's
who's
the-
that?
And
That's
James-
the other British guy.
I didn't know.
Buckles.
Buckles is new to the group.
Buckles.
So anyway, so we're all gonna be there.
Has completed it, mate. He's got no friends
Where's
there.
only
That's true.
I'm,
That's true.
Gabby, I hope you go because I'll just be stuck with him the whole time.
That's true.
I'm gonna try and go. I've got some press either
He
side. of it.
literally already. This is how Buckers works.
You should explain Bucker.
Should we? Okay, yeah.
James Buckley is an actor.
Do you know? Have you ever
extraordinaire.
seen In-Betweeners or White Gold, the Netflix show?
Ooh, no, I haven't.
Okay, he's
like-
on that show.
He's a very well-known British actor.
He plays like a raging asshole in all the shows, and he's one of the nicest guys I've ever actually met. Like
Yeah,
he's
I
super
like
super
Saint.
friendly.
That can be a thing with like
Yeah.
assholes on TV that
Yeah.
tend to be the nicest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
That's
you're
why
absolutely
it's
right.
not a thing
I
with
say
me,
that all the
Yeah.
time.
I say-
one for
If an
one.
actor is a piece of shit in their role, it's one of two things. Either they're not acting and they're totally like that, or it's the polar opposite and they're the nicest person in the world.
Does that mean
They're
like Brendan?
I'm the first
Does
one.
that mean like Brendan Fraser is like the biggest asshole
I
on the
don't know.
planet?
I actually hear he's very, very nice.
Oh really? Okay,
Yeah.
it doesn't shock me. Doesn't there's
Like that
there's
guy.
Buckles right there. So that's
This is a good
James.
picture
That's
of
the-
an
Asshole. I know, it's like such an asshole.
that is a horrible photo. What the fuck is that?
That is a terrible
It
photo.
doesn't even look like it.
He looks extra British in that one.
Yeah, he was also he was in Superstar, the Lonely Island movie with Andy Samberg. So
Case in
Pop
point,
star.
like
Pop star.
a good
He was in it
example.
for half a second.
A good
Yeah.
example
Got
of
cut.
James Buckley and how nice he is we were at a convention with him. I saw him in the green room and I went up and I do the achievement hunter thing where I'm like, who let this asshole in here? And he goes, oh, Lindsay, how are the kids? How's your daughter? How's everything going? Are you okay, love?
He's like,
and I was
oh,
yeah, I'm like, oh.
Complete opposite of Gavin.
I want to be a bully, but I can't now.
It's like, he really takes the fun out of being an asshole. I'm like, sup, bitch? What's up with you? You sucking? He's like,
oh, Michael, I love you.
I'm good. How are you? How's the family? Hope you've been doing well. You know, I brought you this gift basket. I'm like,
My wife says hi.
great.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, God, I want to hate you because I know that's all I know of British people, to hate them. And it's like, oh, you're actually
No.
super nice.
But like,
What?
Buckley messaged me the other day, and he was like, "Hey, you gonna be at this the reunion thing? Are you going to that?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm going." And he's like, "Oh cool, I'll be in LA, so you know if you want to grab dinner or something while we're there, let me know." And in my head, that's like,
He's not going.
"Oh, he's in LA."
Yeah,
and I'm like, "Yeah, maybe, dude. Like if I have time, like as I know, like it's just a one day thing. It's like all day, the reunion, but." I'm like, or spring break. I'm like, yeah, you know, if we have time, you know, whatever. And I come in the office the next day and I mentioned to Jeff or whoever, I was like, yeah, Buckley messaged me last night. I guess he's gonna be in LA, like when we're doing the spring break thing. And he asked me if you want to go dinner. And they're like, well, yeah, he's gonna be there. I was like, what? And they're like, well, yeah, he's gonna be at the reunion. I'm like, oh. He didn't make it sound like that at all. He's like, oh, well, I'll be in town, you know, if you want. I'm like, we're gonna be at the same place at the same time. You can't not see me. Like, it confused me.
Oh, you should try. You should just hide from him.
Yeah. Just hide the whole time behind a fucking plant. Dude, he is just gonna be sitting there by himself like this.
I'll make friends with him.
No way.
No, don't talk to him.
Oh, well.
Nah.
He's
Well, we'll get Buckles in there. It'll be fun.
Well, I'm saying if we
That's his new nickname, by the
if
way.
we don't talk to him.
Buckles.
I think there's enough people there that'll be like, oh yeah, like I can imagine Kind of Funny. Kind of Funny's like the best friend of the group.
I don't
It's like,
know.
oh, come on
it's
in.
True.
Like,
well,
let's
it's funny you say that because that's what their patrons are called, best friends.
Oh really? Well, there you go. Yeah. So yeah, Kind of Funny is our San Francisco-based group. So
Yeah.
they do a lot of
Like
like
four
they-
best friends.
Yeah, like podcasts and stuff. They're great guys, except for this shithead.
Oh, well.
I'm curious how the interaction's gonna be because I do know Buckner.
Alfredo's okay.
She's digging into me like you guys dig into
He's
me.
the new guy.
Yeah, you're right about
He's
him.
still a new guy.
She's like, guy wants me to record a voicemail for him.
Hey, fuck this nerd.
I didn't
right?
say anything about that.
She's
but you
texting with
went along
lawyers
with
like,
it.
I need a restraining order right now.
Fucking guy.
It's like
This is
podcast.
super awkward. I'm afraid to look him in the
I was
eye.
gonna say, and I pitched this to Lindsay beforehand, and this will come into like if you need to like point at Alfredo because we didn't get a chance to meet Patricia before the podcast started. I'm like, oh, she'll just pop on or whatever. And it's so much like every time we meet someone, it comes into Achievement Hunter. There's like now in the main room, there's 9 of us. So it's always
Yeah.
like, I'm so-and-so, I'm so-and-so, I'm so-and-so. I'm just like, I never remember our names. I was like, I'll dumb it down for her. You got Yelly, woman, beard, ethnic, British.
There you go.
So it's just like, dude, the like brownish guy would not stop. He wouldn't leave me alone. It's like record me a voicemail.
YWB. No, I was like
Close.
Ruby. I was like, don't you guys do that
We're
with
on
like,
You're talking about Rich right now, yeah?
Ruby? Yeah, right.
Hell
I was like,
Now, full circle, I know we were talking earlier about the new Tomb Raider movie. Would you play live action Ash if that happened?
oh hell yeah.
There you go.
Live Ash.
Would
There
want
you
it.
go.
Live action.
There you go.
Yeah, you getting
Yes.
it. You getting it.
Sold. You heard it here. It's official. The
Stamp it. Ubisoft, let it be known.
Official. You have to do it now. This is legally
There
binding.
we go. DLC right there. It's happening. 100%.
The thing I'm curious
Confirmed.
about
Put it
Buckley
out.
is I know
I'll send
he's
this
a
to your
fan of Sugar Pine. So I'm curious to see that.
He's been in some of their
interaction.
videos already.
Yeah, no, I am just
He,
curious.
he
like,
plays a British character in their videos
I want to
named
see.
James.
I want to see Buckley like fanning over them and them not talking to him.
How many fucking Jameses
That's what
do we
I'm
have? I just
hoping.
realized
So a
he's
lot of
another
James.
James.
We got a lot. We got a lot of
we got a lot
James.
We got the Buckles. We got James, which is technically
James,
Ryan.
Ryan Hayward.
That's Achievement Hunter. So there's okay. Then we've got Sugar Pine has a James. Then we've got
Cow Chop, James.
Cow Chop has a
James.
James. Who else? Who else got a James?
Willems.
Oh yeah, James Willems, Funhouse.
And it's a bit of a stretch, but you want to throw out there. You got Chad James.
That's true.
Last name.
Chad
Yeah.
James.
That is true.
And then you-
Classic 2 first name white guy.
And then you've got Lannon James. Nah, no.
It's like, oh, okay. Lennon
I don't know what his
James
middle name is, but let's just.
My middle name is James.
There you go.
Yeah.
Asshole.
I stare at his
Lindsey
dumb face
James.
every day.
Lindsey James Jones, which that's
You
just.
change your background.
great-
Isn't it him wearing a
Lindsey
MAGA
James
hat?
Jones.
The second. Thank you.
Could be Jesse James.
Oh yeah, God, Jesse James.
I don't know.
I thought it'd be the only Alfredo, but fucking Sugar Pine is a made up.
Has a made up Alfredo, and who's
Who's been around longer than you, I think.
arguably far more popular
Yeah,
than Alfredo.
We were Jesse
True that.
and James.
Not
for
made up, by
Halloween,
the way. Not made
so-
up. Alfredo's a real person.
Well, the
Sugar
alien.
Pine.
He takes different forms.
Yeah.
This is the whole narrative,
Yeah.
right? It's like the weird,
He's
freakish cameraman.
Yeah, Alfredo gets super tall at point. He's also dating Captain Sparkles too.
Also,
Yeah.
Autumn got his tattoo. Or
Oh,
his
that's
name
right. Yeah,
tattooed
yeah.
on her buttocks.
on her.
Not
Oh
yet.
yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, as a whole.
my, yeah.
This woman
My
commits
feed was-
very hard.
Sugar Pine,
so-
all of Sugar Pine's videos they're called alternative lifestyle videos.
It's
which is
fascinating.
basically like
is. It's a
they
case
have
study.
their YouTube channel is just scripted, weird,
Loosely
Yeah.
scripted.
Like,
I mean-
I'm known for being
I mean,
weird,
but it's
and
all
they make
acting.
me look
Yeah.
normal.
It's like
So-
imagine a vlog, but it's a script, but they do it like a vlog, like it's real life. But it's all connected. It's a whole storyline.
Yeah,
So
like-
part of their and that's what they do on YouTube, and it's huge.
No, I have friends that aren't in this world, like aren't in this realm of what we do, and I'm like, listen, just if you never watch YouTube, just go to their alternative lifestyle like series 1 playlist and just watch it.
You gotta watch them in order.
It's
'cause literally
fascinating
a narrative.
because they're all playing caricatures of themselves, but when you meet them in real life, they're always on.
They're
and so
always
it's
in
like,
character.
is this a bit? Like, what's happening right
never
now?
know.
And
No, you do.
It's the most
always a
confusing
bit.
thing
Yeah,
ever.
fair
You do know.
Yeah.
It's a bit 24/7.
Yeah.
Like you'll be talking to them about
fascinating.
whatever, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Yeah, doing kind of a bit," and then later a video comes out and you're in the video.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you were filming
But
that."
even,
That's like a bit
even
thing.
during the bit that
Wow.
they're doing when you're talking to them, they will break character, if you can describe it as that, and be like, hey, okay, how you doing? What's going on? Let's just talk real quick. And then Michael's right, like later, that will still be a part of the bit, and you're like, I just got played.
Yeah, but
What?
it's genuinely fascinating. It's like some of the most amazing content on the internet right now, in my opinion. I mean, like it's because it's this weird mix of scripted and unscripted, and it has narrative, and like, but it's goofy. But then they'll like make a hard turn to like really
Somebody will get
dramatic.
killed.
Yeah, and
Someone-
but it
people
gets
die.
But like,
It's
but
so
you're-
weird.
You bought into the character so much that when it makes these weird hard turns, you're like, oh my god, this person just got shot. It's like, oh my, like you're actually freaking out about it. But it's like, it's hard to explain, but it's so good.
Game
It's
of
very bizarre.
Thrones
Yeah.
meets
Yeah.
internet meets Vape Nation.
They are the vape guys.
Yeah,
That's
they
they all
do the
vape.
vaping.
There's
Now-
a lot of smoke going around.
That being said, what do you like to watch? I see that your shirt makes you maybe a DC fan, but I don't know.
Oh, this is actually.
That's Superman, Lindsay.
Is it Supergirl?
Yeah, DC.
This is
I know.
actually
It's
it's an artist who
a Marvel artist.
Yeah, my partner and I came across her doing like this installation in Montreal, and it's a painting. It's a picture of her painting. She does
Oh,
a
that's
bunch
cool.
of bunch of women with a variety of different sort of superhero things on their faces, like covering up most of their features.
That's badass.
And I really love the shirt. I kind of want her to use me in one of her paintings.
Like,
it came
make
up
me
as a
Supergirl,
possibility. I was
please.
like, please. Yeah, no, but I don't know if it's gonna happen. Come on, Sandra, do it.
There you go.
If you're watching,
That's
nice
the bag
watch.
of
Come on, Sandra
No, no.
Chevrier.
That's what we do here too. Is we call people.
Yeah,
out
that's
and say,
genuinely the
"Do
best
it."
part of this
Sandra,
podcast. Is just be like,
this
you,
needs to be me.
I want this to happen.
Yeah.
Ubisoft, we're making a
This
fucking
is
Ash
great.
movie
Yeah.
right now.
The thing is, like,
I will
What's
send you the
happening?
script.
Ubisoft probably won't roll up right now, but usually what happens is we're like shitting all over someone we work with, like in our department or another department, and we're like, this asshole, I hate him, and here's why. And then 20 minutes later, they walk on.
Like, why
and
are
we're
you so bubbly?
what happened?
We're
Because like either A, they're watching because they don't do anything and they don't work during the day when they should be working. They're watching this podcast.
I was so.
So yeah, just whoever,
accusatory.
if you're watching, whoever you are, get back to work.
Passive aggressive is
Or
bad.
what happens is we start talking about someone, and then the internet all bands together and tweets them.
They're like, hey,
And they're
did you
"You're
know
getting-
such and such?
Did you know, Alfredo? Did you know you're getting hammered on off topic?" And he's like, "Fuck, I
Yeah,
gotta go
right there.
defend myself."
Yeah.
And like Jack runs in because Jeff's screaming that Jack is a dirty cunt. Or
Yeah, I was
something,
like,
and he
what the
stole an
fuck? Like,
Xbox.
I literally-
And Jack's like, "What happened?"
Yeah, so Ubisoft sent us this
Actually,
nice.
it was like,
yeah,
it's a fucking
it's a Siege
it's a
thing.
Siege Xbox.
Yeah, so Ubisoft's like they were
This was a couple
awesome.
years ago.
They sent us this Xbox One that was like painted like
white?
Siege. It was beautiful. Like it
Oh,
was a
wow.
Siege Xbox. They only made like probably 50 of them. They sent us one. And like no one was, I'm like, oh yeah, like I could, whoever wants it, like they can have it. I'll put it on my desk, whatever. And then Jeff took that as, oh, Jack is stealing the Xbox. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking? And so
Jeff
he just
came
shit
on here
all
and he
over me.
railed on Jack. He's like, this fat bitch took the Xbox, he stole it. Jack stole it for himself.
Yeah.
And then like,
And so I literally
20
loaded the
minutes
podcast.
later,
I'm like, what? Like, I loaded up, and I think it was Jeff. Jeff was like, Jeff's like, Jack's a fat stealing cunt. I was like, what the fuck? That was like the first like 5 words that came out. And I'm like, that's why I literally just took it. I brought it over. I set it in the pocket. Like, there it is.
Came to the podcast with it. He's like, you're gonna have it. And he left here and walked away. Literally that day, no one ever touched it ever since.
Yeah. It was literally. It's been sitting on a shelf ever since then, and so. But but it will be coming back soon. I don't know if we can talk about it. We have some really cool stuff coming up with our Ubisoft stuff we're doing. So.
Oh, cool.
Very, very neat. And so.
Yeah, we do some cool stuff with Ubisoft. I'm glad we got like the Let's Play Presents and.
Yeah, Let's Play Presents is really cool. We just filmed something yesterday that's pretty sweet.
I've been playing the Pharaoh DLC for Assassin's Creed Origins. That's a chef's kiss.
I haven't gotten into any of the DLC yet.
It's pretty good.
The whole game.
I beat it on Xbox One X and close on the PC, and so I'm trying to beat it on the PC and then dive into the Pharaoh
I think I have
stuff.
2 more achievements and I'll perfect
What
it.
I usually like to do with DLC, especially for a game I gotta like get back into, like Assassin's Creed, is I let them pile up.
Yeah.
And then I'll come back and do like all of them.
Like binge DLC.
Like, exactly. Like do 3 DLCs, especially ones that are like 3-hour DLC. You know what I mean? Because there's usually like so much of a, especially what we do, like playing everything. Like we're bad. I'm not saying we're not bad. We are. But on top of that, we just play everything. So it's kind of, like Gavin was saying, he's playing whatever, Splinter Cell or whatever, and then you hit B to crouch, and you're like, oh shit, I threw a grenade at myself. And it's like, it's because we play a different game like every day, and the controls always switch, and like, especially
Worms
consoles, like, Worms is the worst, and Nintendo's the worst.
The A and B button are flipped.
Nintendo's the only one now where the right face button is still confirmed. Like on Xbox, it's what A is. It's the bottom one. On PlayStation, that's X.
Yeah.
Nintendo, they still do the right button, which I think is A.
Yep.
And every other console, that's canceled. Bottom is confirmed, right is canceled. Nintendo's like, no, fuck you, we're Nintendo. We're not
Struggle, man.
Yeah.
So it's like when we bounce between those games, there's so much like, oh my god, how do you control it?
I back
so
out of 6 menus. I'm like, damn it.
I feel like a lot of times with short DLCs, I'm like, okay, now, it's over.
Yeah.
It's like I finally just figure out how to play
Just
again,
got it, just
and then it's
understood
over.
it.
I mean, not even really the same thing. I didn't even finish Breath of the Wild, but I played it when it came out, played the crap out of it, and then I took like a break for a while. And I came back to it, and like 2 or 3 DLCs had come out. Like the whole Master Sword thing came out, and then the like extra temple thing came out where you can get the motorcycle. And like I finished the game, like I still had plenty of the main game left, but like I finished the game, then rolled right into the DLC, and it was like flawless. You know, I'm like, cool, I did everything, and then I stopped playing it.
Yeah.
I started a thing where like I played Breath of the Wild last year when it came out, but I didn't finish it until this year. I actually finished it in January. So starting
congratulations.
Thank you. I finished it in January, and then I was like, I want to play like a classic Zelda, because I've been playing Breath of the Wild for like 6 months, and that's not normal with a Zelda game. It's just so, Breath of the Wild is so expansive and huge and like open world. Zelda's usually like very linear. So I'm like, I want to play a normal one. I went back and I played Twilight Princess. After that, I'm like, you know what? I kind of want to play Wind Waker too. So then I played that. I had 3 under my belt, and then I decided I'm gonna try to beat every single Zelda game this year. So I'm now in the process of that. I've beaten 7 so far out of the 16.
Wow.
So I'm doing Link to the Past.
It's only March.
And I'm doing well.
You're doing real
Link
good.
to the Past and Oracle of Seasons
gotta
right
get
now.
Links to the Past.
I own every one multiple times because it's Nintendo and it's all over the place. I'm a fan of the game.
I didn't see that. Hey, oh my gosh.
He has been waiting to get his Zelda
This is my Zelda arm.
But where's Zelda though?
I haven't got her
Yeah,
yet.
where's
I haven't got her yet. She'd be like up
She's one of the
here.
hearts,
Wrap
actually.
myself around the
Yeah.
arm.
The hearts, not to be like too sentimental or anything, but the hearts are actually like
These were added.
our family.
This
so
is
it's like
this
Iris,
is my wife and
yeah.
my daughter, and then me because I'm
I
heartless.
almost
Yeah.
wore those earrings today. I have like little 8-bit hearts. I almost wore them today.
I will say-
Would have been fitting.
I like
We've
that. You
got
the
we've got our
Triforce
chat right now.
My
They've been
sister
commenting
made
on your
them. Oh,
earrings.
nice.
They've been like, yeah. So
Oh, really?
They
Oh.
enjoy your earrings.
When are you
Oh, my
getting your
sister
heart
made
for
them.
me?
My dentist
I
sister.
don't know. I'll get back to you.
Hold on, dentist sister. How long has she been
Yes.
practicing?
She's been practicing.
Don't get her started.
Like two years.
2 years. Damn, that's awesome. That's nice. That's
pretty
awesome.
Cool. Yeah, she's a baby. We're 4 girls, and she's the youngest.
You have a baby dentist?
I do have a baby. Sounds like it should be a movie.
That's the sequel to Boss Baby.
Yeah.
Dental Baby.
Are you the oldest? You said?
I'm the second oldest.
Okay, got you.
So no, you're not the oldest.
Don't call her.
You're right, but I am old.
Okay.
I am the oldest sibling, so,
So,
no shit.
yeah.
That's intense.
Yeah, but she also, because she's a dentist, she likes to. She also, her fiance he's a fisherman. He does a lot of like really like hardcore fishing. He's also an engineer, and they do a lot of like, I don't know, like she'll make like fly fishing earrings, and she just like does a lot of stuff with her fingers.
That's awesome. Well, that's like dentist 101.
Dexterity,
Is
right.
like if you can really get into the tiniest little space and be like, fix
And
it.
I don't know if you wanted to follow up with the dental thing. You never.
That's it. I was just excited.
You never told
Yeah,
her.
no, what's wrong with the
her
dentist,
mom's
guys?
a dentist.
Yeah,
and
it's-
owns
oh,
a practice.
hello.
That's
So is
one
my
you never
father.
mentioned.
Yeah.
So I-
Yeah, family lineage also.
She should know.
It's just swimming.
And
Wait,
her sister's
I'm not
trying
gonna
to
bore
become a
her
dentist
with my
right now.
family history.
So okay, so
Dentists
your
are so
your father was a dentist. Was he your dentist growing up?
Yes.
Oh, that's
Yes,
weird.
actually, the
I'm
dentist
gonna go
office
back
was
to-
connected
we're
to our
back.
house.
Whoa,
so we
really?
Would,
That's
yeah.
intense. We didn't have that. But my mom was my dentist as well, and my sister's trying to
cool.
take over the practice too in a
Crazy.
similar fashion. Yeah, but
Crazy.
go on. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's totally what happened.
So it was like a bed and dentistry, basically.
bed in dentistry.
Like, you wake up,
awesome.
you know, okay, I'm gonna get a root canal.
Patent
Cool,
that.
that sounds
Yeah,
good.
you wake up and your tooth is like, it's like a nightmare. Your tooth
Yeah.
is like connected to the
Time for a
door.
root
They're like,
canal.
no! Like every morning.
You got one of those like crazy things that open,
Yeah.
hold your
Kathy
mouth
Bates
open.
is there for some reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. And this is, she's like, this is fluoride. This isn't what you think
No,
it
it's
is.
not. You're gonna
So-
hobble me, you
Okay,
bitch.
so you've got dentistry in the family. So how did you end up where you're at now? Like how did you end up doing acting? I mean, like it sounds like you had, you know.
There are no actors in the family.
No,
there really aren't. But actually, funny enough, my second cousin is Brad Womack down here in Austin.
Oh, yeah,
he's like
yeah.
a bachelor dude. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
watch that show, but
he sounds very familiar.
yeah, he's like one of the bachelors.
I guarantee
okay.
many of our coworkers right now are watching this and
they're
going,
like,
"Oh shit, that guy!"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somewhere
it's
Vince
crazy.
is just like freaking out.
Yeah,
so.
he's my relative, which is really random.
that's cool.
Wait,
Other than that,
is he like a good bachelor or a bad bachelor?
I don't know.
They're a bad bachelor.
Did he
I
break a
don't know.
heart? Did he marry
Yeah,
whomever
did he-
who won?
He might have been one of the. I do not watch the shows, but he might have been one of the ones who like didn't go through with the marriage at first, so got a lot of.
Because it's a terrible idea to get married to someone you meet on a TV
So
show.
he was smart.
Shocking.
Okay,
Yeah.
good.
Yes,
Okay.
all my family, they're very smart. We're all smart.
Did your family also ask if you wanted to take over the dental practice and like follow the family tradition?
There was no by the time I was old enough to make those decisions, there was no chance that I was going to be
yeah.
a dentist. I was all performing arts. I was actually an ice dancer before I went into acting.
That's
Which
awesome.
weirdly led me to moving to Florida, where I, back in a different lifetime, fell in love with a Quebecois ice dancer who was skating with his sister, and then moved back to Quebec, and that's how I ended up in Canada.
All right,
so
there you go.
crazy. But yeah, and then eventually turned over to acting.
That's badass.
So you went from
What a
ice
journey.
dancing to acting. All right, so
Yeah, that's kind of how that happened.
that's interesting. All right,
That's
sweet.
really cool.
So what was your first like big gig that you landed? You're like, oh my god, this is something I can do for a living.
God, do you ever really know that? You're like, what am I doing with so much time as an actor? I'd say the first sort of like commercially big thing I did was I did a lot of theater at first.
Okay.
And then I went back to school, and then I did some more theater.
Do
And
you
then
like straight theater or musical theater or both?
straight theater is where I was at.
Okay.
What, in Montreal or was this like?
Yeah, in Montreal, and then I schooled in London and did a master's of classical acting over there. Like,
No big deal, just a master's in London, you know.
yeah, and then came back, and so I was really into straight theater. So I did a lot of theater productions. But the first big sort of film thing that I did was I was the behind-the-scenes voice actor puppet for Smurfette in Smurfs 2. It was the weirdest. Like I heard this auditioning was happening, and I was like, oh my god, I gotta get in on this. And I was doing like a stage production at the time. Yeah. Anyway, I ended up getting this weird job, like to go on set and be like behind the camera doing like references with these like $15,000 replicas of Smurfs. And I was doing like Smurfette and Vexy, and then like Hank Azaria was like, you know, ad-libbing his Gargamel, and I was like sitting there being like, I don't know what I'm doing. This is crazy.
He's
Yeah,
one of
it's
the
like
8. I
40
mean, that's
years.
crazy that, you know, you bumped into Hank Azaria. That's a
wild.
throwback from before, the 8 voice actors. Hank Azaria does
up there.
everything.
Yeah.
Props to you for just like rolling with that too. I would have been like, what am I doing?
It was nuts. It was nuts. And the first like week of that production, I was like, this is the craziest thing that has ever happened to me. And also I was doing a full theater performance at the same time. So they're like, okay, for the first few weeks of crossover, you can do 12 hours on set, and then you can go do your theater performance at night, and we'll like allow this job to cross over. So it was like a 3-hour theater performance where it was like a little bit of singing and dancing. It was this version of Intimate Apparel. And it was like, I was doing that for like, I almost lost my voice. It was the scariest thing.
Yeah, it's not important to a voice actress or
Yeah,
anything
no.
to have a voice, you know.
No, not when you're like screaming like a Smurf and like falling off of a cliff every day, like over and over again.
No big deal. Yeah, whatever.
It was
Business
wild.
as usual.
Being a Smurf, falling off a cliff.
I'm always fascinated to see how people
On
kind
off,
of got
getting up.
like ended up where they're at now. Because like
Yeah.
there is no like
home,
you go to school,
falling in,
you do auditions,
running
you're there.
around,
It's
running.
always like these weird sideways paths. Like I ended up here from a poker game. I literally met some guys at a poker game, and like
Wow.
I was doing other stuff at the time. They knew me from that, but I was like, yeah, this.
I played
I'm
Crackdown 2.
Yeah, Michael filmed his TV with his camera and put it up on YouTube, and it's like everyone's ended up in these places, and it's like that's just, someone's always like, yo, how can I get a job doing what you're doing? It's like get lucky as shit. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. I
Yes,
mean,
there
be talented, but also when the moment like when you have that little sliver of a moment, you have to jump on it.
I would say obviously there's an amount of luck and very clearly privileges involved with it. Yes, we have access to a lot of things that other people are not able to do, but I feel like you're making those opportunities for luck to happen by going out and really trying to make those
I mean, you
connections
do
with
need
people.
to.
Yes,
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
if
you
you
need
sit on
to.
your ass and do nothing, nothing's going to happen. So you got to actually put some effort out there. And
Yeah.
I think it's really
You
cool
need to do that and
rewards
get
you.
lucky as hell.
I mean, like
That's
Alfredo
literally how it
was
works.
making content for another channel, and it's like, hey, we need someone for our channel. And it's like knew someone who knew someone who knew someone who's like, hey, there's this guy Alfredo,
like, yeah.
and it's like now he's here, and
Or
it's like,
I
like, "Take
I
that,
just
Tim
applied
Geddes."
for a literal job.
Well, he called me. Tim called me. He's like, so how do you feel about Austin and Rooster Teeth?
I like the idea of Tim calling you from
You're like,
kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like, listen, what if you don't work here and you go to Austin?
and so, someone pointed out in the chat.
We always talked to her. It was like, well, I mean, eventually you're probably gonna end up kind of funny. And then I never thought Achievement Hunter would be a thing. So I was like, oh man, well, bye.
See ya.
How do you feel about
Bye,
getting railed in the
Felicia.
nuts by a...
Yeah, well, second guessing it now.
Who knew?
That would be my
glorious
downfall.
moment of my
No
life.
take-backs now.
I mean, obviously, Gavin's story is the most fascinating, I think.
Is obviously?
Yeah.
I don't know. Who gives a
Yes.
shit about Gavin? He sucks.
No one cares
Absolutely.
about anything I did.
You didn't apply for the job like I did.
slow-mo.
Nobody cared until I slowed down the footage.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This guy, this idiot, left like a real career to do this.
This is real. This is a
Well,
modern day
this is
normal
real. It's
thing.
real.
Are we still back to that?
This guy was filming slow-mo for Hollywood movies.
Well, not Hollywood, because I lived in England.
Not Hollywood, like
but
Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock
you know?
Holmes is
English.
fucking Hollywood. I don't give a
Alright.
shit.
A-list
We
movie.
have that now. That's ours.
They didn't make it that, but sure.
I don't care. It's ours.
All right.
Fucking Americans.
I'm sorry. Is Robert Downey Jr. British?
He
wasn't in the
could play
movie,
British.
How was his accent?
Yeah.
Was it good? It was good.
Yeah, you better say that.
Good.
I will say, someone pointed out too
It's in the
that
contract.
someone in chat pointed out that Ryan got his job through Craigslist. So it's kind of like everyone's gone their own.
And Jeff
weird,
got his
unique
job
way.
because he started the company.
Yeah, he just happened to be there.
He started the company with Bernie.
Am I
deal.
the person
Element
at
of
Achievement
luck.
Hunter who like applied the traditional way, who like brought their resume to the office and sat down in an interview?
I mean, I would argue
Yeah.
Craigslist is probably slightly that as well, but not. I mean, you got hired through LinkedIn.
Is that Fabello
Yeah,
over there?
It's true.
There's Fabello, Daniel Fabello.
Yeah.
He's the director of Achievement Hunter.
Get here.
Yeah, that's the only person over
Hey.
there too.
That's
Oh,
true. Only Daniel Fabello. No one else over there at all.
Patricia, we have a ghost hunting show now. Just yeah, heads up. Sorry, where we go and hunt ghosts.
Yeah.
Because that makes sense.
handy mic?
Wow.
Where did this come from?
I'm seeing now. Yeah.
There's Daniel Fabello hiding. There he is, right there.
Great.
There he
Hi,
is.
Daniel.
Somebody else playing in the shadows over there.
Daniel, Patricia, Daniel.
Daniel. Okay.
Yeah.
I came over with Blaine because.
Oh, Blaine's over there.
that's the
Blaine.
shadow.
That's who he
No, I
was.
thought it was like just a statue.
Some asshole over
Just a
there.
giant muscle over there.
Yeah, it's small.
I play Ash 75% of the time. So
Wait, what do
That's
you,
why
what do
you
you
came
play the
over
other
here?
25% is what I want to
Oh.
know.
That's a Frost, other female
Yeah, there you go.
characters.
Frost is my dear friend, Julie Tamiko Manning.
See, I
She's
play
amazing.
Valkyrie,
Yeah.
so that.
Who's Tachanka?
Oh,
That's what I want to know.
Valkyrie's awesome.
I
Good.
voice actor
So-
Chaka?
I will say the guy
like
hiding in the shadow,
he's
this
like
Blaine over there. He's
6'5"
also a
full of
huge Rainbow
muscle.
Six fan as well. So there we go. Call him out.
Oh, here.
Plane train.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Blaine.
Just walk right in front of the camera.
I look over and Daniel is just like staring at you, like, because he loves Ash. So
I just walk into a meeting, I'm like, Blaine, and he's just like,
gets
Ash.
big Rainbow Six fans.
Hey, can I ask?
Oh, awesome. Well,
You-
Blaine, why?
We'll add them to the restraining order.
Hang
don't
on.
worry.
Why?
That's cool.
Hang
why
on.
did you have to mention that Michael and I hate you on the
Wait,
podcast?
he didn't mention you.
I don't think
at all.
no, Lindsay, you don't hate me.
No, what?
It's Michael that doesn't.
Yeah, Blaine, I didn't. We got beef.
Oh, yeah, you guys
I
got
think
to
you do. against
lock
me, but
yourselves
I don't
in
know
a
why.
room.
I don't know
So I
why.
give him more.
Blaine, what did you do to piss him off?
Yeah, why'd you
What did
piss
I
off
do?
Michael?
Why? What did I do to Blaine?
Michael hates everything.
You know, actually, I have a meeting I have to go to, but it was a pleasure meeting you. It was lots of fun. I gotta go. Gavin, you can take my seat. Don't let either of these guys take my seat.
Sneaking, Gabby.
Flop in the middle.
That's nice. That's nice of you.
I'm gonna walk off because I don't think I should be here. But nice to meet you, Patricia.
Wait, no, let's go deeper. Let's go deeper.
Yeah, let's really open this.
We'll do a Maddie
This
thing,
box up.
and you'll just fight each other, and then that will end your grievances. What?
I'll
Oh.
die.
Oh.
Wait, what?
You just missed that.
He's a
There was
dad.
Someone come by that like she was
You only
in a
need one
sorority
parent.
and they just beat the shit out of each other.
Yeah, like
Oh, like usual. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was like a
That story got told.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was like a fight club.
Did
She
you see
walked
her
on
face?
with like her lips fucked up.
Yeah.
She's got like
her face
claws
is
in her
fucked up.
eyes. That was the sorority like fist fight, and she's like, no, it's great.
They watch the movie beforehand.
It's a lock-in.
And then they lock each other in the.
And then they air
sorority,
grievances,
and then they
as
beat
in
each other
beat the
up.
shit out
They're
of each
like,
other.
oh,
Bye,
you did
Blaine.
this
See you,
to me
Michael.
6
Oh
months
man, we
ago.
didn't get into it.
Bye.
Because he doesn't want
I
to.
love your moonwalk. It's
He doesn't
awesome.
like
See, if Blaine liked you, maybe he would have stuck
That's
around.
what it is.
They might have.
And
I
had
think
it
there's
out.
a lot
I
of
think it's,
reverse psychology here.
mutual here.
Blane's good.
Oh, it's not mutual. It's all.
It's just all Blaine
Blaine's
to
a
you.
piece of shit.
So
Yeah,
Blaine's
no.
doing it.
No, I know.
Michael
The
once
thing is,
sat down with me and talked
Look,
about
he's
how much
abandoning
he
me. We're
loved
supposed to walk
Blaine.
back
Daniel,
together.
we're
and
on
he's
air,
leaving.
He said that
Daniel.
Blaine was
We're
great.
live right
Whoops,
now.
Sorry.
It's probably true what you're saying.
Achievement Hunter. We're filming next week. Are you guys excited?
Yeah.
Yes, I am.
Well, I guess
Whatever.
I got my
we haven't
costume
divulged
yesterday.
what part yet.
I mean,
We're
Jeff
doing
sure
another
has.
part. Oh,
In the
okay.
king show.
Yeah.
So there's no secrets left.
I don't know. I mean, Jeff's mentioned we did the ghost hunting. We've done that.
Yeah, we've done the ghost
So
hunter.
we got some other stuff.
What is the name of the show?
Achievement
Achievement
Hunter.
Hunter.
Right, because when I said that on
I said ghost hunter for some reason.
when I
That's-
said that
keep
on the
saying
RT
Ghost Hunter,
podcast,
yeah.
Bernie's like, "Well, that's the working name," and I was like, well, "What do you mean?"
Bernie doesn't know
no,
shit.
that's the name. Achievement
name.
Hunter.
I kept saying working
I
title
think
to cover my
I think that's
ass.
Bernie holding
it.
out that he thinks he's got
Okay,
shit.
I was like, oh, okay, never mind.
So
No,
Bernie
it is,
thinks
yes,
it's a
right.
terrible name, is what I'm hearing. From
Good thing Bernie, it don't fucking matter what he thinks.
Whoa, that guy gave you $20.
Well,
today.
he
You
gave
be
the,
careful
he
what
gave
you
the
said.
podcast $20. He didn't give me anything. It went right over there. I didn't get it. But when I fucking
reachable.
when I get fired, that's what I'm taking. With me. I'm just grabbing that tip jar and I'm walking out. And I'm gonna be like, I'm taking.
I've earned this.
Taking this $42 with me.
Iris Tooth Fairy money.
Yup.
That's
Damn.
what
No,
that
it's
is.
Michael.
Dude, we were just
Money.
talking
Michael
about how
beer money. That's what
Patricia's
it is.
family has dentistry in their family too. So whenever we discovered I was getting a little bit older and I said Tooth Fairy doesn't exist, my mom pulled a fast one on me and she was like, "Yo, like you're right. Your parents are the Tooth Fairy because I am the Tooth Fairy." And I was like, "Holy shit, my mom is the literal Tooth Fairy. That's why she's a dentist. Awesome."
That's not true though.
No,
There's more
obviously.
dentists than your mom.
Yeah, I know. But
Just so you
at
know.
the time, it was cool.
I have to bring that down on you.
I will say my sister has made us all, because she likes to make earrings, funny enough. What I should have worn today are the other earrings that my sister's made, which are
Tooth earrings.
They are tooth earrings with all of our baby teeth in them. All four sisters from when we grew up, and they're just like this
some
little
Kesha shit. That's
capsule. They
awesome.
look like shells, so they are a little freaky, but people don't really.
That is a little
this is
bit-
a nice seashell earring.
That's like
Uh-huh.
9 out of 10 cool, but one.
Just a little
weird,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah, just a little
Gavin's
bit.
cool with the 1% weird. That's fine.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I feel like
10%,
all you
yeah.
guys are cool with the 1%.
Yeah, we like to.
Yeah.
That's
like
my
to
cue to
embrace that.
leave.
It danced.
Nice, Daniel.
I hit the glass and it
Daniel,
just.
you're
I'll
a
see you
great
next
director.
week.
Just want to let you know.
Thanks,
It was
Lindsay.
We
great.
did
We had a
also.
lot of fun.
I'll say without. I don't
went
think
to
we went into too much detail. At least not when I was on. Jeremy said he got fucked by a fire.
What does that mean?
He got fucked by the fire.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
we will
yes.
we will fix
Yes.
that if there's any other episodes.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
But that's in the show.
Don't fix it. That was awesome.
Right now.
No, we did a thing around a fire about a fire pit, and Jeremy was just like.
He drew the short straw.
He was
It's just
eating
like
smoke.
wait.
Just
That
from the way the
literally
wind
both
was
ways.
blowing, like every ounce of
joke.
smoke from the fire was
No ghost
like
fucking.
blasting into his
No
face.
ghost fucking.
Not yet.
No.
You
no
haven't been to
ghost
the right
fucking.
place yet.
Don't spoil.
You don't know when there will be
Episode
ghost
2.
fucking.
Lindsay, I'll be honest. We were separate.
Yeah.
So you don't know what happened when you were
A
away.
lot happened.
I don't
to
know.
everybody.
I don't want
He's tuning a little ghost.
I don't
or
want to say
something?
no ghost fucking because you don't know what you're talking about. We shot a pilot of
It's true.
a ghost hunting show.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Have you
Gotcha.
seen
Just take everything we've said we do, like throw balls at each other and hit each other in the nuts and all that. Take that to
names.
hunting
Make
ghosts.
them fake
Yeah.
or not in this world.
How dare you?
Well, I
Say
mean,
ghosts
you-
are fake.
I mean, you're.
No, right?
We open up
I
a
mean, you're
can here.
correct.
There is
No,
a British
we went in
person at the
with-
table, so it is dangerous territory.
We went in with open minds and open hearts.
And open asses.
I knew
Gavin, well, no, that's true. I kept.
Did you say assets?
No, I kept
What?
saying
Yes, I did.
Gavin should tempt the ghost with his anus. I did say that. You
Always bringing my anus into
Because you're the
things.
one talking about it.
It's the most
Like
tender
your
anus,
anus,
You're the
Gavin.
only one that
I want
sucks
to talk about
air
my
into your
anus on my terms, all
Okay,
right?
well, fair enough.
Well, we give you the platform and the
Yeah,
stage
thanks.
every day, and you choose not to. So when are you
Make
going to
sure
do it?
Gavin has
Sometimes
the
he
power
does.
here.
I wouldn't know about the tricks you can do if you didn't tell me.
They're not
So,
tricks.
Well,
It's just the human body.
maybe your body.
You know when people take golf balls and there's like air or whatever in the air, like the ball goes up? Can you do that with your anus?
Like
What?
bounce
Don't
it.
know what
I
you mean.
I
You
know
say
what
you
you're
try to
talking
put-
about.
You take a golf ball.
Like
It's pretty simple.
a Dyson
I gotcha,
vacuum and
yes.
suck it up off the
Ball?
ground? Or?
Yeah, yeah.
Like at a mini
Make
putt-putt
it float.
course when the ball floats
Patricia's
for a little
never
bit
coming
and it's got
back.
a
No.
You guys play play way too much mini golf, by the way.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm just like, yeah.
We do.
It's been so dramatic.
IRL and a video game. Yeah. It's true.
Boy, Two-Head Jeff's not here for that. He's a big fan of that too.
Okay. Well, thank you all.
Hey, thanks for
I
stopping
will
by.
see you all next week.
Hey,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was lovely
See you,
to
Daniel.
meet you,
What's up,
Daniel.
Lindsay?
Thank
One
you
more.
very much for leaving that very positive comment on my workout video. That was very nice of you.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, man.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn. That was my response.
I imagine you going.
Oh yeah, nice to meet you.
Weird.
It's
We
like
make
like
it
the only
weird,
ones
Daniel.
who
On the way out.
Touch each other.
So I hopped into because Michael's been streaming some Zelda.
Yes.
Thought I'd hop
I think I
in the
need some
chat.
more beer for this.
Hopped in the chat,
Yeah,
trying to
help
see what was
yourself.
up, and nobody
This guy, yeah.
ever thinks I'm real. Like, I don't know what I can do. I don't know what I can
Here's
do.
the thing. I was
I'm
pretty
in
sure.
Jeremy's chat, he bans me. I'm in Alfredo's chat, he's like, that's not Gavin.
Hey, did I ban you?
Hey.
No, did you?
No.
Oh, all right. Well,
No.
Yeah, we're not Jeremy.
Here's
okay?
the thing.
Yes.
I actually assumed that was you, but I didn't want you taking attention away from me.
well, that's fine.
It's true.
I
So
said
I just-
hello,
I-
boy, and then I left. But
Well, that's not true. You were there longer than that. You had a
4
couple
minutes,
comments.
maybe?
He mentioned
Can you-
hitting you in the nuts because people were talking about Alfredi Dude because
that
it
is
came
a-
out.
that is a thing.
And Gavin was like,
But
I
people-
nailed him.
People
He had a
always
comment.
like,
He's like, I
"Got him."
nailed him.
people are always like, will say something that only Gavin would know or say, but it's like you only know what I could say as a fan anyway.
But I don't. I don't
Yeah.
know. I know what you'd say.
Well, I mean, I'm just trying to convince the people in there.
What would-
Yeah.
what would
but
Gavin-
you need to
I didn't
convince
really
me.
care if
They
you were-
can't ban you. I
What would
can.
Gavin say that the audience wouldn't know? Tell me right
But the
now.
whole thing is, I could only say something that they would know. Therefore, a fan could just replicate the same thing.
It's true, but they can't. I would know a fan Gavin from a real Gavin.
You would.
Would
I
you?
could suss it out. Yeah. Here's the thing. I didn't have
Like
the
miraculous
time.
ladybug style.
I didn't have the time in stream to suss out whether you were real Gavin or not. So I just went with fake
He's
Gavin.
fake, yeah.
And then Andy Cortez joined, and I called him fake Andy Cortez.
Max?
Oh, I did the same thing.
Which no one would ever pretend to be Andy Cortez. Why would you? I mean, that's Andy
Andy's
Cortez.
lovely.
Andy Cortez pretends not to be Andy Cortez. But yeah, Gavin popped in the chat. He had a couple comments. I said nothing. I watched it happen, and then I went, "Oh, you guys talking to fake Gavin?"
Yeah.
And then I just moved on. And then you went back to Meg's stream.
I thought I had a video.
I
on
just
my
wanted to ignore
profile.
you.
You can't post a picture
Here's
in
the-
the chat, right?
No.
You can't
Here's
be like,
the thing.
"Hi."
Here's the thing. And why I
God,
assumed it was
no,
you.
that'd be
You
chaos.
have an innate ability. You must like seize it immediately to get your goddamn name on everything. Like my
No.
username. Yes.
I just
Yeah.
got him before anyone knew who I was, so it was dead easy.
That makes no
I
sense.
also don't have a
I
name
mean-
like Michael Jones that had like
I mean, Gavin
70,000
Free's
other.
pretty generic.
But
though,
like,
I
you said
feel
Michael
like
Jones.
pretty
People,
unique.
people take everything from me. Mogart's taken. Like anything ever I've done is instantly taken.
I guess the
It
name
blows my mind that
Gavin's
you've got
unique.
Gavin Free, and the other thing is either Gavin Free or Gavino Free. Period.
Yes.
That's it. That's all your name is
always
ever on
works.
anything.
Yeah, I mean, if
So
a new
the
service
O is
starts,
important. I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I go for the O first.
When
if
a-
not, I'll use my real
When a
name.
new
Like
service
you-
starts, you got to sign up for it just to claim the name.
I never do. I'm like 6 months later.
I have to.
See, you don't. And then you just get whatever.
I like the ease of just being like, so Alfredo plays on
It's
everything.
true. This prick's got Alfredo plays and everything. I'm all
Everything.
I feel
over.
you.
I got my name on Instagram like 5 years before I ever logged in. Or I guess I put a picture of my knee up and then I.
You
started
did put a
using it
picture
like
of your knee up for a couple of years. and
I've been
that was-
trying to
gotta-
get
you
the
get-
Lindsay Jones Twitter handle for like years, and she hasn't used it since 2010.
You
Give it
gotta
to
just
me.
squat
Well,
on
she
it.
was Lindsay Jones before you were. So.
No.
Yeah.
So frustrating.
I should do it. I ripped this off.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Too bad it's not. Oh, it is magnetic. There we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh!
That almost went in there, but it
Almost.
didn't.
It danced with your
I
fingers.
should do another ad read. I'm taking forever on these.
Oh, it's coming back.
They're probably like freaking out, like you didn't do the ad read yet, but that's okay.
Maybe.
It says ad 1, guys, but this is ad 2 because they mixed it up. Don't worry, I cleared it out. What time is it? It's time for an ad read. This episode of Off Topic is brought to you by Movement Watches. I love the watch they send me. It's great, it's sleek, it's stylish, and I always get compliments when I wear it around town. You know me walking around the town. I go like this so they can see my watch, and they say, is that a movement? Sure they do. They got paparazzi everywhere trying to get a picture of this watch. It's true, it's real. Movement was started by 2 broke college kids that wanted to wear stylish watches but couldn't afford them, so they started their own watch company, and lately, they've doubled the amount of watch styles available on their site. Watches start at just $95, as opposed to typical department store prices of $400 to $500. Movement sells their watches online, cutting out the middleman and the retail markup, providing the best possible price to their customers. They offer classic designs, quality construction, and style minimalism. Over 1 million watches have been sold in over 160 countries. That's a picture of me, Gavin. Get 15% off today with free shipping and free returns by going to mvmt.com/off-topic. That's mvmt.com/off-topic. Now is the time to step up your watch game. Go to mvmt.com/off-topic. Watch, you waiting for?
Oh, what? Oh.
Join the movement. That was them. I can't.
That was them.
I got one.
ass.
Watch for the blast. That's a Rainbow Six line.
There you go.
There we go. Cross
That's
marketing.
Did you know that line?
cleared. The Ubisoft cleared that.
I just want to play
Exactly that.
Siege right
I
now.
have like
I don't know
1,000
how-
hours in that game.
We're
There's no way
so
I can
into
do it.
Siege
Here's
for
Siege-
no reason.
No.
The best thing is Patricia went to refill her beer and she grabbed that and she was like, "What is this?" I'm like, "I can't even explain
What?
that to you."
What'd she
right now."
grab?
The Get Good trophy.
Get a good trophy.
Well, we started a series called Get Good, which is for us to get good at video games.
'Cause
Because
by
as I
default,
mentioned,
we
we're terrible.
suck.
There you
Except
go.
for this guy, he's good.
There you
But
go.
also
It's
one of the
beautiful.
reasons
Look at that.
it looks great. It's
That's
also one of the
important.
reasons we hired him
How long can you keep
because
that
he's
up?
good.
That's pretty
So
long.
Rainbow Six was actually the first
got
game we
poise.
started in where we decided to get good and go
That's
from
awesome.
crap to good. We never really got good. We got good enough.
Yeah.
Where
We got
what
possible.
we do is we
Got
record
gooder.
the videos and then we just cut out all the times we lose and then we just upload when we win and then it looks like we got good. But that was on Xbox.
Oh.
Get the trophy!
No, the 6 is 7.
Who's got the glue?
No!
We need super glue.
Or some duct tape. Anyone.
Is that like what is that? negative 20 points or?
Yeah, that's
you just destroyed a teammate's gadget right there.
Yeah, you
Can I just?
You just destroyed our own equipment.
damn.
That is
so sorry.
negative points for sure.
Look, it was
It was
This
an
is the worst thing I've ever done in my life.
That is toxic.
Yeah,
one.
that's very. I'm
Don't worry,
I'm
I will
reporting
say,
for toxic behavior.
This
Toxic
was
behavior's
actually
being
already
reported
glued
right now.
together.
That was toxic
with-
Fair enough.
I'm gonna go ahead and have to
fair
report
enough.
that to.
But we're now.
This is the worst.
There you go.
We are
This is
now.
why I don't-
No, yeah, it's fixed. It's fine. It looks great. It's not broken at all.
We'll fix
Very
it.
We're-
achievement hunter.
Don't worry.
Now in the process of getting ready for a not really round 2, but a ranked get good on PC.
PC.
So first we're doing. We got to get to 20 first.
Yeah.
So we can do ranked.
I'm not allowed to have any fun whatsoever.
No, well, stop having fun and start killing
What do you mean
people.
you're not having fun?
Every time,
I'm not
dickhead,
having
he
fun.
comes in. The whole reason we hired him is to do good and kill a lot of people. And we're like, great job, Alfredo. We'll make stuff funny. You shut up and you kill people. And he's like, got it. Then we play, and everybody's got to kill except for Alfredo. And every time he's like, I was being silly. I tried to rush him. And we're like, cool, stop.
Stop and get killed.
We
Shut
need
up,
you.
Do your
be
job.
quiet, have no fun, and kill people. Like Alfredo, when you're so good, you start trying to make it harder. He's like Nuzlocke challenging himself in Rainbow Six. Like, what if I played with one eye? Then it makes I didn't get the kill. And Jeff's like, got the kill! Got the kill! Like you're the ringer. The ringer's not allowed to have fun. Okay? You get to have fun when we're good enough.
But to be fair, whenever we stream and Alfredo's, being kooky, Alfredo having some fun, it actually lets us get some kills and we feel better about ourselves.
Yeah, or
When he's not- when-
I'm trying to bring up the morale.
Yeah, like
of the
when you're not
team.
acing it, I feel a lot happier.
There was a game we just played the other day, and I can't remember if we recorded it or not, because we're actually playing a decent amount not recording, because again, we have to get to 20. So it's like,
Get on my level.
yeah, okay, cool. It's like, we don't want to make like 50 videos of us playing, because it takes forever when you lose every game.
Yeah, that does.
But Alfredo was playing, and in
Is it-
the first minute or so, I was trailing him, because usually what I'll do is I'll follow Alfredo, because he kills everyone, and then I'll be like, I got your back! And then occasionally if you get killed, I'll kill the guy that murdered you. And that's about all I can
You'll
do.
get the refrag.
But I'm following Alfredo. I watch him kill 4 people on the other team. And then as he's like, he's going into the building, I think we did the scan. Like
For a lion?
Yeah, the lion scan where you can see people through walls if they're moving. So
We're playing at house. They were set up in the garage.
The scan went
I killed
off,
4.
and as Alfredo's entering the building, I'm behind him. The wall right in front of us. The guy's on the other side of the wall, and literally he starts frantically firing because he gets 4 kills, and Jeremy goes, "You're not getting that ace."
He's like,
You're
"I'm not getting
this."
that ace.
And Alfredo and Jeremy are both running to the person to kill
I'm like,
him in time.
literally Ash trying to get my way over there, like 5-speed my way over there.
Jeremy's closer, and Alfredo's going, "Oh!" like shooting into a wall. As Jeremy sprints through and kills the guy and steals the ace. He's like, I got it, you didn't get an ace. It's like, just because he ran in and stole it. And Alfredo's like, damn it.
That's a filthy move. I feel like I want to see someone get an ace.
No, Jeremy didn't.
Jeremy's trying to steal the glory.
And he did.
You see last
He
stream
stole it.
where I peeked the corner and I saw someone that I instantly shot, and it was Jack, and I killed him.
Yeah, I saw that. I was watching that.
No, I don't think I did.
I killed him, and then
his name seemed like it didn't show up very well in your skills.
yeah, there was
like,
a painting behind him, and I was just like, oh,
There's a painting there.
Dude,
It's Patricia, it's broken.
You're self-conscious.
You can just leave
No,
it.
no,
What did you do? What did you do?
Here's what you do.
How could
I'll
you?
tell you right now.
Just keeps putting it
chat.
back
What
on.
Alfredo did?
okay, well, I
There you go.
mean,
There you go. You got it.
The chat has already said you're an official member of Achievement Hunter because you broke that because we break everything, and now you're blaming someone else for doing Achievement
That's
Hunter.
true. You're
Yes.
Cheers, guys.
I don't know if I like all this at my
Achieving
expense.
goals in
It's
life.
like
Dude, from now on you get to play.
Flinchy do all over
Like
again.
now when you play Ash, just know like she's shitting on you.
Yeah, I know. Every
That should be a
time.
new line in Rainbow Six. Look at what Alfredo did.
Come on, guys.
You gotta do another one like, nice job, Alfredo. Put that
Just cut it into the
Nice job, Alfredo.
total choke.
Look what you did. Pay attention.
Mission failed.
I don't know. I'm supposed to be happy or sad about this right now. Somebody mix emotions.
It's even better for me just knowing because I've only played Breath of the Wild, so for me it's like, oh, Zelda's being sassy right now. Zelda's really getting it too.
Bit of a different character.
Yeah.
Pay attention. Just combine both of them.
But no, I killed Jack, and then so when you team kill someone in Achievement Hunter, you owe them $1. So
That's what we do. Yeah, you gotta
I was
pay
like, well,
$1.
shit, I owe him $1. We had like 2 rounds left on the last game that we were playing, and he's like behind the shield as Valkyrie, like looking at his cams. And so I take
I
Mira.
remember that.
I like walk up right next to him. I pull out my C4 and I was like. And I just threw my C4 at him, and so on his camera he gets like a hit marker, and he's like, "Oh my god!" Freaks out, turns the whips. He just sees this like torso. He starts firing and kills me, and I was like, "Jack, what the hell? Why'd you do that for? Why'd you kill me?" And he's like, "Oh, you son of a bitch! He set me up."
You were just fishing for your dollar.
Yeah,
back.
yeah. I got my dollar back.
It's like, I guess I don't owe you $1. That was like
Interesting form of
one of the
gambling.
last
Right.
rounds.
Yeah, it was-
of the stream.
I was like, "There's 5 of us. There's like 1 guy left." I was like, "Time to get my dollar back."
Dude, also, I think it was a stream. We almost choked a 5v1 hard yesterday. Like, I just remember, I don't remember if it was before stream or not, but it came down to 5v1. And I remember literally going, get him! Like, we were on defense, but it was 5v1, so we're like, get him! So Ryan and Jeremy fucking charge out of the building and chase the guy. Ryan gets killed. Jeremy gets killed. Jeff's out there. I'm like, maybe come back. Just come back. Come back. I think the guy killed a 3rd one, and then we killed him. I'm like,
Well, that's how it usually
like,
happens.
he almost beat us in 5v1. That's awful.
That's always how that happens, because you're just like, "Oh, we have an infinite amount of lives. We could do
Dude,
this," and everyone starts attacking.
I
one
had
by
a
one.
moment the other day playing at home where it came down to I was the only one. I was playing by myself, so I was just playing online with random people. I was the only one left. It was 1v4, and I'm like barely going into the house, and I'm like, well, I'm fucked. And that scenario exactly, the entire team just came after me. So I see one guy, and I run down a hallway. I run through another door. Somebody else is shooting at me. I fucking sprint outside. I'm standing outside, and then I just get flooded with the defenders are outside the house, but they're just swarming me. And it's literally all 3 of them. There's 3 people. All the markers are on my screen. And I'm like spinning in circles, shooting, running, dodging, hiding. I accidentally threw a grenade at the ground. I was like, oh my god! I run away.
Pure panic.
Killed all 3 of them. I killed all of the 3 people outside only because I could see where they are.
Yeah.
Because again, they just bum
They're
rushed
just throwing
me,
it away.
and I was like, whew, smoke that. Let's go win the game. Walked in the house and got shot in the head. The last guy was like, it was like Departed. Like the door opened. I was like, like, it was cool while it lasted.
Yeah.
I almost won.
We switched over because Michael and I we used to play a lot of like PUBG duos at night in practice. Now we're doing Siege. So we made that
nice.
switch.
Nice
It was-
switch.
Level up.
It was we played the other night. It was like I think it was like a house or something like that. So I was like, oh shit, it's Alfredo. And I was like, hey guys, and Mike was like in the chat, he's like, kill him.
Yeah. People again, they recognize us from like our our gamer tags and stuff from making videos. So occasionally people will recognize us when we play in the game. And again, Alfredo's like the good one that I can actually kill people. So we get into a game, and literally the guy just goes, oh shit, Alfredo. and then
I'm all nice. I'm like,
and
hey
then
guys, how's it
Alfredo's like,
going?
oh hey guys, yeah, blah, blah, blah. And then I typed wipe them out. All of them. And then the guys are like, no. Well, it was the Emperor said that, but sure.
Fair enough.
Wipe them out, all of them. But we play the game. Alfredo wipes them out, and we win. And then the guy's like, "Hey, it's great playing with you guys. Thanks for kicking my ass." The game ended. I think Alfredo had 8 kills. I had 0. We won every single round. Like I couldn't even get a kill. And I'm just like, I'm standing next to Alfredo like,
He's like,
yeah.
it's it's like
Hey Alfredo, get him.
you always have like the bottom like 2 players, like the bottom fraggers. Those are the ones always talking shit. Like that's
me.
Yeah, that's Michael.
That's I'm the bottom.
Yeah,
He's the top.
yeah. He's the ones. And the thing too is Jeff started doing it. We'll get into games, and Jeff would be like, "Yeah, man, we're gonna fuck you up." I'm like, "No, that means I have to fuck you up."
Jeff goes hard.
He goes hard.
Going
on
on
the
to
shit
PC
talking.
now that we have the keyboard. He's like, you better lube up your butts because Alfredo's coming for you. He's not gonna stop. I will say there was one game we were playing where it was down to like me, and it was like a 1v3 or 1v2, and I killed one guy, I killed another guy, whatever it was, and it ended up 1v1. And Jeff goes, "Don't worry, Michael, I got this guy." And Jeff just starts railing on him in the video. And he's like, "You suck. You suck. Your mother hates you. She's never loved you." And he's just like typing
Like
all this shit to this guy.
damaging
Oh, that's what he goes. He goes, "Michael, I got this. It's time for emotional battery." And then just like emotionally battering the guy. And then I ended up winning the round. And Jeff's like, "We did it. You know he was looking at the chat. You know he was demoralized. He looked down and he's like, 'What? Nobody loves me.' And then you killed him." That's Jeff. He's the best. Jeff is the best, worst wingman ever. He's like the best. We're like, yeah. All right, calm down. Stop. All right, don't listen. Stop. Calm down. Too much. And he's like, "He's gonna beat you 50-0." You know, and Alfredo's like, "Whoa, this thing's impossible."
Is Jeff the one who made your baby cry? Is that the?
That's Jeff.
Okay.
I'm
glad you watched that.
That's true. That's also, and he's her godfather.
Yes.
So,
Ah, okay.
yeah, that's especially why she hates him.
That sounds abusive.
I'm glad you watched Little Iris though. She's the best. She's
I was
amazing.
hoping to meet her actually.
Oh,
She is a
no,
cutie.
sorry. She's at
We
home
don't
right now.
usually have her with us.
No.
but-
That was the best shit ever, by the way. So I pulled this out, and I just gave the other side to Lindsay, and the chat went ape.
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw you go like,
No! They know
even
what's
Gavin, no,
up.
because this way is just pure destruction.
Well, it would have to
They
be
can
like...
do nothing.
Well, it
That's what I'm
has to be
saying.
that
Everywhere is pure destruction.
No.
The best
he's
is
right.
Gavin handing it to me. I'm like, I'm on board. Absolutely.
Yeah, you be the other
There's
side.
lights
I'm in.
everywhere.
At most,
Well, if we
no, he's
fire
right.
it
You
at
keep
that curtain...
No, he's right. I'll give you that.
It's fine, right?
If you keep it like chest level and you go that way, I think you'll get away with it.
But it's not going to be a chest level that way.
No,
We
it's
know
sure.
damn well this guy can't aim for
Look,
shit.
if you want me to be no part of it, I will
to be fair,
watch...
he nailed your dick. You don't know that's what he
What if
wasn't
we shoot
aiming
it
for.
at the set, like straight up? You could.
Because
aim
that
at
would
the hat.
smash.
I mean, off the pallet, off the wood, it would be fine, but...
No, don't listen to her. She wants to destroy everything.
All right, audience, in the chat, where do you think we should fire this?
A whiz-by is the best you could get.
Yeah.
Do a wide. We'll shoot
In my
from
head, I
one
feel
end
like
to
it
the
would be
other.
great if it's just a big red streak in one frame.
That's more orange, but
It's true.
not
All right.
red. This
It's
is
a
That is
ball.
orange.
I'm colorblind.
all right. Just,
Alright.
Patricia agreed with me. Just so you know.
Side note, so in Achievement Hunter, we kind of have teams that are either 2 people or like a group of people.
Could be anything and everything.
Example, the Dusk Boys. We'll go into that later.
Christ. Don't bother.
Gavin's like, it's already done.
Please, it's not dusky yet.
We covered, yeah, it's the middle of the
level.
afternoon.
Okay, dude, you'll summon Trevor.
Let's do it.
Dusk? What? Dusk? That guy thinks it's dusky at 10 a.m.
The biggest
doesn't make any
ones
sense.
are the gents versus the lads, which is the older gents.
It used to be the old people
Yeah.
versus the young people, but almost
But-
everyone's old now.
And
so.
Ryan, like, he fluctuates. Ryan can be a lad or a gent depending on what needs to happen.
No,
like
I
I
feel like
can-
he's neither.
I feel like I can pass between the lads and the boys, where I need to be. I mean, I'm a dusk boy, but I'm a
Oh, I
lad.
see.
Yeah?
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Because
So
the
they-
boys is the generation under the lads.
and now we also have a side.
Is that what
mission.
it
What was that, Trevor and I?
We have the last.
That doesn't make sense though, because
Yeah.
you're
lasses. I
as
was
old as
wondering
we
about
are.
that word.
I've
So
been,
that's it.
according to the chat, you're a part of the lasses now with me and Elise, which is.
Oh,
the
that's
little girls,
cool.
so that's
Although,
awesome.
fuck Elise, she's in Funhouse though.
I mean,
so.
Elise is Funhouse, so.
I mean, that's true.
what else
She's
are
the
you
only
watching?
decent member
Yeah.
of Funhouse.
Where
Honestly,
else is the appeal?
hopefully, the spring break just has Elise from Funhouse.
I'd
Because
be all
that would
about
be
that.
enjoyable as hell. She probably won't bitch about the weekend.
And we have our new show called Lindsay, Elise, and Elise. So if you want to check that out, feel free.
What?
And Elise
No, no,
and
well,
Elise,
well,
sign
because,
Elise.
No, because
right?
Lindsay's middle name is Elise.
Yes.
So Lindsay, Elise, and Elise.
Hello.
I figured that out, and she never even told me.
Sign.
I sussed it out. But they
Elise,
they
Elise.
you spell them differently.
Yeah, I am E-L-I-S-E.
You're an I, she's a
He is
Y.
E-L-Y-S-E.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That just sounded like an amazing tongue twister right there. That's
Thank
all.
you.
Yeah,
No, I'm
thanks.
glad. That's awesome.
Lindsay,
So
Elise,
go
and
for it.
Elise.
You are a voice artist.
Red
You
leather.
could do,
Red leather, yellow leather.
Lindsay Elise and Elise and
Sign
Lil
Elise.
Elise,
Oh yeah,
Which is
someone mentioned
Iris.
That. Yeah, Iris should join
her middle name as well.
when she's old enough to finally contribute to the family.
Iris
Not
and
spelled
Iris.
like Elise. Spelled like Elise.
Yes.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
We did something interesting right before this, which is just eating
We
away
did.
at me.
It was something that I've just wanted to see. Like, you know, when you're
What were
when you're
your-
experiencing the world and you're living your life, and it's like, I want Michael to experience this.
What is that?
I often have thoughts like that, where I'm just experiencing something and I was like, I want Michael to. Oh, that's me. Yes, I am.
Should we just say what we did?
Yeah. I mean, you talked about it a bit, I think, before.
Yeah. So in Mario Odyssey, once you've done all the shit, you go to the dark side of the moon, and then you go to the darker side of the moon. It's just like a really long, checkpointless bastard of a level.
Side of
It's
the moon.
The
extended.
dusky side, the
dusky over
duskiest side of the moon.
It's extended Pink Floyd's.
And I was like, Michael would get annoyed at this.
So we
And
filmed the
we're in the
video.
middle- We're in the middle of making it.
That was it. We didn't know.
I was like, and?
and then we filmed it. So it was like either.
Patricia's like,
It was yeah. Where's the end? Swimmy.
Swimming.
So we were like, is this a play palace? Is this a rage quit? I don't know, because I don't know how annoyed I'm gonna be at this.
See, sometimes, like, we have our set shows. We have Rage Quit. Well, kind of. We have Play Pals. Kind of. But
I mean,
sometimes.
play palace is not kinda.
Yeah,
we
we make
still
that
making
still.
that all the time.
But sometimes it's like, I just want to see a video. I don't really know what it's called. It's one of them. Oh, Jack's back. Jack's
I
back.
was just texting him.
Guess who's back?
Dude, Jack is my chaos, like, muse
Jack
now.
loves
It's awesome.
chaos. Jack loves smashing
He's
stuff.
Jack and Jeremy, it's like, oh,
All right,
fucking awesome.
Jack, we waited for you.
All right, buddy.
They're gonna do it now. Just so you
It's
know.
gonna go that
Like,
way.
right?
Just don't hit Patricia in
Don't
the
Are
face.
you launching?
fucking hit
I'm used to
Patricia.
people shooting at me. Like,
I want to
I'll let you launch. You beat me.
You don't have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
You're successful.
I don't have to do that anymore. I'm never gonna get shot at again.
All right, stand there. We're gonna blast you with
outwards.
unbreakable.
Here's a
walls.
moonball.
Yeah, that's pretty
So
much.
what's over there? You gotta aim at that curtain. If you aim
Or I
at
can aim at the
anything.
back wall and see if it
I feel
comes
like I'm
back.
still. I should probably.
Oh, yeah,
like,
you're
you know when
100%
somebody
in the
pops, like,
splash
a
zone.
champagne cork, and
Yeah.
you're just
You
like.
could get hit with a
over there,
ricochet.
It's
I feel like that's.
Oh yeah, take my spot, please.
Dude, I'll say this too, Tudor. This
Dangerous.
tequila's fucking me up. I've only had 2 cups, but
It's
it's,
because we just don't eat anything before.
that's true. I never eat
We
anything.
never
ever.
eat anything.
There's no time for food.
All right.
Well, I'd probably just go to the
This is
wide
so
so
much
you
more
can
than I
see
thought it was
it,
gonna
right?
be.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we just want to see the blur.
3, 2, 1, move up!
I saw nothing.
It just shot into the darkness.
I saw nothing.
Did that even
Literally.
register on void?
Definitely not.
To me, it didn't register looking at the monitor.
Yeah, no.
I couldn't even see the ball.
You just flung something
So I don't know if you-
into the void.
I don't know if you
Check the
can
tape on that one.
play that
Check
back.
out the TV,
I don't
Jack.
know if we have the technology to play that back
It doesn't
in,
exist.
in slow mo, but I didn't even see it. That's your. I mean,
Well,
you're
I hit something,
I
Jack.
just hear Jack go.
Jack's like I hit a wall.
Oh shit! I saw a comment. Yo, peep Patricia's shoes.
I don't even have interesting. They're cowboy boots, guys.
Yo, peep them.
Dang.
Peep them out.
What's up?
Nick just went, don't break my shit, please.
Did you?
I mean, obviously.
I don't know, can't find it.
All right.
Doing a rescue mission for a moonball right now.
Dude, we have Zelda slash Ash.
This one's got a.
That's not Avril Lavigne. That's Ashley Simpson.
Sorry, Ash just said you're right. Yeah.
You're talking about the
You're right,
hoedown.
yeah.
You're talking about the SNL meltdown hoedown.
You're right. You're right. I'm sorry. I watched that live.
Yeah, I used to be a skater, guys. This is what.
Is that how
This
it's,
is
that how it's
riveting.
done?
This is what our podcast is right now. Audio listeners,
There you go. Yeah, there you
there's
go.
a
Look at that.
moonwalk in boots
backslide.
happening right now. That was how Blaine shamefully exited the podcast because he knew he wasn't wanted. What? We got on the spot? What's that? You found the ding?
Who's getting points?
Found something else we can launch.
What?
No.
That sounded hard. They know. Oh, we lost another moonball. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
That was actually the last one we
There's
had.
more.
Like, I'm sure it's in the. There's more in there.
I'm sure someone is sending us
That was
another
the
plethora of
one I looked
moonballs.
for. Dude, this table is so stick every time now. This thing.
It does look like the chat loves your
This table is so stick.
Yeah,
I love that.
it's
It was like
Yeah.
super green. Jesus.
You'll get some new lingo around here. Yo, this is stick as hell.
It's not even new. It's just like idiot lingo. It's our lingo.
Yeah, to further, like, again, everything that's happening and sets par for the course. So this table here, this was our last table and we destroyed it. We did this. Everything
mahogany table.
This was a solid table that over the course of like 2 years was slowly beaten and battered and dented and destroyed. And then we had like a big destruction where we just went to town. We had power tools and then
axes, a sledgehammer.
Griffin Ramsey, chainsaw artist, came in, sawed it. She did all this with a chainsaw.
That's awesome.
And then Marcus from the art department, he remade this. It's the same table.
Yeah.
Then he came into our office and he actually took a bunch of little figures and pieces of just random shit we had around, and that's what he put in here. So like this is me, that's my little figure that someone 3D printed. Like most of us are in here in the table.
I got, like,
and
myself
he
a logo, Fat
even
Cats.
tried to put them where people
my
usually
gosh.
sit. Like I always sit here, so he put me here near me.
Yeah.
So it's pretty incredible. He put the light in and everything like that.
Is
yeah,
that Jeremy
we
or
just got this. It's hard to tell because he's so tiny. It looks
Yeah.
like Jeremy, but who knows?
Who's that?
Jeremy's right here.
That's Jack.
Oh, this is us. Here's this video of us destroying the table.
There's
Like-
Alfredo. Look at him go.
Wow.
Yeah, so they took that table, which was like
Alfredo, that was so tough.
shredded to bits.
It's the toughest thing I've done.
He's done a lot of
all
breaching.
Yourself. Good job, buddy.
He's breached before. That
I mean,
was
that's I channel my inner sledge there.
sledge. There you go. That's what I was looking for.
Yeah.
You're sledging it a little bit.
I didn't have a breaching
round.
round.
Right here, just went to
Already
town
ran out.
on it. And then usually the way it works is like the idiots are like, we smash good. And then the smart people like fix it and clean it up and make it nice when they bring it back to them.
Yeah, I think.
So that's
in with the
that's why it
chainsaw.
looks smooth now.
Did we
lost
lose
it.
the moonball?
We don't know the Moonball.
Oh, you lost it?
I could have told you that one.
When we find it,
Disguise,
podcast,
sir.
don't give it back. Just keep it.
We're convinced that Nick found it and has pocketed it. He was like, oh, I don't know what happened to it. It vanished. It went
That's
away.
what he should do. He's smart.
Damn it.
Which means we gotta launch
Yep.
something else.
All right, I'm going to launch into this last ad read. This podcast is brought to you by Audible. Audiobooks are great for helping you be a better you. I'm trying to do it, Jeff. We've teamed up with Audible and are offering a free audiobook with a 30-day free trial. And Audible has a killer selection. If you want to listen to it, Audible has it.
Oh, I took them the wrong way.
Gavin took a selfie. Just go to audible.com/off-topic or text off-topic to 500-500. Download a free title and start listening. Audio's selection of audiobooks, original shows, news, comedy, and more is unmatched anywhere. You will have no trouble finding what you're looking for. I've been listening to Artemis by Andy Weir. That's not true, but what I have been listening to...
I've read that book. It's a good book.
What I have been, but did you listen to it though,
I did
Jack?
not
You
listen
can
to it.
on
I read
Audible.
it. I was a sucker.
What I've actually been listening to is I've been playing the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or I should say the Philosopher's Stone,
You're British.
to Iris.
little
I've been
Ritz.
playing that so she can listen to it. It's great. It works on like I actually just got this isn't in here, but I actually just got Amazon Echo. So like Alexa, and like it was so easy because you have to set all that up. Like you get the Alexa app, you download it, you set it up, you put your stuff in. It already has all that. I literally was like, I wonder if Alexa can do Audible. I don't have an Audible account, didn't sign up for it, and I was like, blah blah blah, can you play Audible? And literally the Alexa's like, yes, we can play Audible, blah 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 blah. Would you like to sign up for the free trial? You get one thing immediately. And I was like, yes. And it goes, all right, here's the book, and it just starts playing. Like you don't have to enter anything, you don't have to do anything. Like if you already have it set up, it just does it for you already. So I'm actually on the free trial right now with the first Harry Potter. But Audible members get a credit every month, good for any audiobook regardless of price, and unused credits roll over to the next month. Didn't like your audiobook? You can exchange it, no questions asked. Get a free audiobook with a 30-day free trial at audible.com/off-topic or text off-topic to 500-500. That's audible.com/off-topic or text off-topic to 500-500.
Coincidentally enough,
Audible.
Jackie is on an Audible kick.
What's that?
She's on
Jack-
Audible
yeah,
Kick.
She started like this week, and she's been like going to sleep like listening to Audible.
I said.
She just finished Ready Player One,
Nice.
and then
New movie. Spielberg movie.
See, what I'm gonna do is
Recline.
I'm gonna watch the movie first, and then do the
And
book.
then-
So I
and
can't
then-
be angry
Which is
about
smart.
everything that's ruined, because that's how it works. You read the book, then
That's
you
what
see
I
the
told her. I was
movie,
like, you're
and
gonna
then
be
you're like, this is
upset
bullshit. This is
that
nothing
everything
like
is
the
gonna
book.
be
You see the
terrible.
movie, you go, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Then you read the
see-
book, and you're like,
like,
this is
oh,
nothing
yeah,
like
The
this.
book is very much made for someone in their mid-30s. Like that book was written.
Well,
for
I'm
me.
30, Jack.
I know.
That's
I know.
almost mid. kid.
You may be a little too, honestly, you may be a little too young because it's very much 80s culture. Like Ernie Klein, I think he's 40 now, and like all of the stuff that he was like enjoying when he was a kid, he wrote into the book. And so like I fell into that category. You might be a
Yeah,
little
but
young
Jack, you
for
forget I've got a 6 and 9-year-old brother, so that is my life.
That is true.
I
That is true.
got hand-me-downs from the late 70s, early 80s. I grew up playing with Thundercats and G.I. Joe.
He was
Okay.
watching
and
G.I.
TMNT.
Joe.
Yeah, my friends are like, what the fuck is that? Just like Iris is going to be the
Love it,
only
babies.
person in 2028 who's 11 years old. And she's gonna
Moonball's
go,
back.
and she's gonna be like, season 2 of The Office, am I right?
Yeah.
And all her friends will
They're
be
like,
like,
fucking
what
Toby.
the fuck is The Office?
Yeah.
Because that's all she watches right now is Ladybug, The Office, and Voltron. Those are the 3 things Iris watches.
That's a good
which is what I
combination.
watch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, dude, Moonball right in the face.
Psych.
No.
Well, there is a rule.
You do the psych, but then you have a second one, right?
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
yeah.
hit it.
Then you whip
Yeah,
him
psych.
Gavin, look at Gavin's underwear poking out of the fucking jeans.
Is it MeUndies?
What is going on there?
How? Do you don't even have a belt?
Belt.
It's
He
because
doesn't
I
wear
got
a
this mic pack on and it's weighing me down.
Yes, that's what it is. It's the mic pad.
Nose is so itchy.
Or you just have a belt and it won't weigh you down.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't want to wear a belt, Alfredo.
Can you imagine a belt?
Nice.
What? You
Oh,
did
see,
it.
That's what you guys. I see how that happens when you're like doing a
So-
thing and then it
Right?
goes between the legs.
Gavin, I
I've
saw
talked about
something
this
over
for
there
hours,
that could be
and now
fun
I
to shoot
understand the
at.
mechanics.
Let me see if I can find it.
Do you think that would hurt you if you took it in the bum?
Probably.
The
A
moonball?
moonball?
Though.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I
high enough
mean,
velocity.
If you're
Yes.
throwing it hard enough, it's gonna hurt wherever it hits you.
Squish. I'd do it.
I'd assume if you're trying to take it in the bum, you'd spread your cheeks.
You want a moonball?
Yeah, I'm like,
I feel like, but like, I feel like the difference is like, now maybe I'm wrong.
I'm not
That's
sure.
awesome.
I'm not sure what this is or why we have it.
Is it plastic?
It's like
Plastic.
a thin
no,
plastic.
it's not.
Thin plastic.
Yeah,
I wouldn't.
But I think a moonball to the
For
chest,
virtual?
it would look and sound very good.
Well, let's
So-
do it.
When Gavin says in the bum, I feel like he means in your anus.
No.
Yeah.
Let's grab this shirt.
Oh,
Not
the
like
chat was
cheap.
wondering
Oh, Lord,
whether
Here we
my
go again.
undies were me undies, and yes,
Are they?
they are.
Oh, really?
Yeah, except
So
I didn't
that's-
get these for free. I paid for them.
That's where they're all going.
May I? Is it?
You.
Oh no, I
Oh,
meant.
you want to
May
see?
I
it?
what? May I give you a wedgie? Why are you touching Gavin's anus?
Do that. I'm just showing
Yeah,
off the
stay over there
product.
where it's safe.
Yeah,
It's
you're
fine.
getting in the danger zone there.
Who wants to be the head though? Behind
Also,
it?
I mean, let's put that in the shot, right?
Full form the head.
It's not in the wide. I'll
Nice.
form the head. Oh, dude, you'll die.
do I look legit?
Yeah. Dude,
And
Blaine?
Adonis.
Whoa, you been
a
working
shot
out,
on this.
Gavin?
Well, I'm just holding.
Getting ready for a Let's Play Spring Break?
Dude, this is where Gavin becomes Gain.
Swole as fuck.
Yeah.
Look at that.
It doesn't work as well when you go like that and your tiny muscles are out past the thing. All right, well, now there's a great shot of it.
So who's holding the side?
Jack.
That won't
Okay.
sit, Jack.
All right, avert your eyes and shit.
I so want to stand there, but you'll hit me in the face.
I don't think you will.
The shot. You gotta watch it.
Alfredo, are you brave enough to take the stand behind the chest?
He'll hit you in the face.
Oh my god.
No, you'll
hit you
hit
in
me
the face.
right in the
He'll hit you in the
face.
face.
I won't hit you in the face.
100% you'll hit me in the
Yeah, he'll hit you in
face.
the face.
He's gonna hit you in the face.
Have
if
fun,
you go.
Okay, let's do one test one. If it goes well, then
Watch
then
the
we
ball
gotta
go
put it away.
right over the
Hang on,
net.
let's make sure we get the camera shot.
It's gonna
there we
go
go. That's
right
the
where your
angle.
head would be.
All
All
right.
right,
Tell you,
Aim
he's
again.
lining up perfect for the neck.
here we go. Remember?
All right, you missed it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no. No.
Oh, hit him! You
Yeah.
hit Nick!
You ain't gonna get me twice.
It was like that close to like no.
Sorry about.
You ain't gonna get me twice. I ain't gonna get got
okay,
twice.
so
You
now
want
I
to go back
know-
over there? Now he's gonna dial it in and hit you
I
in the
know the
head.
yeah, it's gonna.
Now we're gonna
So
kill
you
me.
guys need to be more symmetrical because it was.
That's way too close.
It was you guys that did it.
Look, if I could.
Jack and Lindsay,
Jack,
you
you
guys
need to move
fucked
to
it
the.
up.
You need to. Okay, that's
Don't
it.
put your hands too close together because he's gonna hit you in the head.
That's perfect.
Oh!
All right, Alfredo, get over there.
All right, that was pretty good. I feel like you're still gonna get blasted on the other side of that thing.
That's gonna hurt no matter
That was
what.
good. That
Thank
was
you, audio podcast listeners. We love you.
Audio podcast.
Friendly
That's why we have
podcast.
that sign right there that says audio, allegedly audio friendly. Because it's not.
This thing held up, man. Look at that. That's fine.
So that would stop. If that hit you in the chest, that would stop your heart.
It was.
That was dangerous.
We lost started, right? You needed to start.
This provides
gotta be
zero protection whatsoever.
That's like I feel like that chest that is Blaine, right?
I have to
Yeah.
say.
It's all glamour muscles. If you hit him with a moonball, he would just bend in half like a cheap piece of
Oh
plastic.
yeah, you have the moonball.
Jesus.
Patricia, you want to do one?
Oh god.
You mean like?
You want to launch?
No, not that side.
Like,
Jesus
guys,
Christ.
Yeah.
Guys, I just.
That's awesome. I like what you're
Don't kill
doing.
me.
Now you gotta stand there and
Yeah,
get,
you do.
Now you gotta
Oh,
get Alfredo, you signed yourself up for it. Get over there on the L.
Do you think that would hurt in the gut?
Yes, 100% it would hurt. What are you talking about?
Just get a pillow. Where's our mask?
Body armor.
Jack.
You're gonna hit me in the face.
I mean, I won't.
There you go. Perfect.
You got it.
Now you're fine. Now you're safe.
Here, square up right here. Look at it. Look at that. You won't feel a thing.
This will hurt like a murder.
You just have to just hold that in front of your face.
He's gonna have to go to the.
No, because you'll hit me in the finger.
He's gonna have to go to the.
I like your fingers. What he's concerned about.
And he's gonna have this plastic surgically removed from his
There's
intestines.
no way this doesn't demolish my. I'm gonna break a rib.
Look. Chad says do it. Chad says do it. They're actually gonna kill Alfredo.
Now, can you hold that
Ribby
plate?
time!
Can you hold that firm enough for it not to like hit you after you?
It's gonna hit me right in the face.
It's gonna nail
It'll be fine.
Nail my
I think you gotta use the
do it.
finger.
I think you should
I
do it
can't
gut
break
level.
a finger. That's like my whole livelihood.
I think you should do it down here.
You can get pinkies. You can get pinkies.
Yeah.
Maybe you'll like be slow and shift or something.
Yeah.
Oh, why don't
it well enough?
You can put it on the mouse.
Now you're safe.
The problem now is they're gonna aim for the hat. And
Why don't we,
it's gonna go right here.
Alfredo, why don't we do it at like 25% power?
How is that?
Or you just pull it back less far.
I mean, like the lightest, softest.
Remember, it's Ash who's shooting at you right now.
That's true.
Okay. Oh, there you go. No, Mr. Blobby. Mr. Blobby.
She's like, listen, Ash is
string.
doing it.
Okay. Yeah. This is like you
This
can
is like your fantasy, right?
Yeah.
You can get breached.
You can be
by
like,
Ash.
I was murdered by Ash, and he'd be like, oh my God, dear diary.
Way to go.
Today,
You not to end my career.
I'll stand here.
she's an assassin. It's okay.
I'm gonna stand here to witness.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Alright.
Who's bracing with me?
Here, take a step forward.
I can be
I got you. I got you.
A step forward? Well, I mean, you're not in the shot.
Here you go.
Oh my
There's
God.
a handle there.
Unless they want to do like a wide. Yeah, there you go. Do
We'll
that.
keep our
Back
hands
up.
pretty close together,
Yeah,
so it
like
goes.
Keep it on this shot when they shoot his ass.
So just pull back.
Pull back like that. Yeah.
pull
it's
back.
Yeah, get the wind up.
We'll
Make sure
brace
you're
you.
on Alfredo when they blast him.
Oh,
Gavin!
I said that's a bad idea.
Alfredo, come here.
No, not that far back! Not that far back!
It's not that bad.
25%, Alfredo.
Not that 25%!
This is ass. Remember, this is ass.
Everyone, Patricia.
Mid scream, she got you.
I'm so sorry. I ate well.
It's like when a ragdoll dies, but it's propped up.
Yes, I felt it. I'm not convinced he felt it.
Can you walk?
Oh God.
Look, that's probably. Was that more or less painful than Gavin hitting you in the nuts?
Like
I should take one. No.
Alfredo looked like.
Alfredo, I think we missed it. We may have to reshoot that. We may have to do it again.
Alfredo
I think one of the
looked
cameras
like-
gonna get it.
Missed that?
Alfredo, they look like Pompeii, like the people that got killed in the volcano, and then they're just like frozen, like in ash, like
I love
statues.
it. Ash saying push F to pay your respects.
Yeah. Yeah, chat, throw some F out there for
That was
pay
awesome.
respects.
What did you make me do?
It's good. It's
All
good.
right.
I'm so sorry that I was going, Patricia needs to call it. And as I said that, you launched it at him. I was like, oh, she can't call it.
Alfredo was like, all right, what if we just,
That all just happened so fast because his thing was slipping down and his plate was down.
That
He's
is like-
"It's not 25%.
That's like the epitome of 3, and then you shoot it.
Yeah.
It was good.
All right, well, I think that's a pretty good.
Patricia, you're an official Inashima hunter.
Yes.
I think that's a pretty good end to this podcast.
Yeah, that was lovely.
Are you still an
Patricia.
Ash main?
I'm still
That's all we need.
Now you got
I
like.
broke 2.
Dude, I got real
Rainbow
battle
Six
scars.
Oh, you broke.
I thought you could
What
take it.
happened there? What did I get broken?
She broke that when you were gone.
Okay.
I mean,
I thought you were gonna say it broke 2 of his ribs.
oh no, but
Which
Well,
one?
that's quite a possibility.
You get a crack? You get a tiny little crack. There's a little crack in it. Well, thanks for watching. This was an action-packed episode. Patricia, thank you for joining us.
oh, thanks for
Yeah,
having
this
me.
has been
Absolutely.
swell. Anytime you want to come back and break someone or something,
Yeah.
that's fine. That's what we do here.
Welcome to the crew, Patricia.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy your time
We'll
at
get you a desk.
South by.
I will.
And
And if anybody wants to find you online, where would they find you?
Yes.
Oh, at Somerset _ are my Twitter and Instagrams.
There you go.
Nice.
Somerset, like summer, the season.
SUMMER.
SE, yes. S-E-double-T. Gets misspelled every day.
Like
Every
with an
day.
O
I was
sometimes.
like, there's no E in. Well, no, there's an E in summer. There's no T in.
There's no D.
The set is what she was spelling.
Yeah,
Summer.
yeah. I got that confused.
Summer spelled normally. Set.
Swimmies.
Swimmies.
Yeah, swimmies. All right, so we're gonna go do swimmies, I guess. We will see you
Sorry.
next week.
Yeah, I saw me.
Bye.
Bye.